Going live. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. We're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host of the most Griever, as always, bringing you guys some Ajin, Demi human read-through reaction Friday night streams. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Because we are going to attempt, assuming there's not a whole lot of crazy tangents and stuff, we are going to attempt to finish off the series of Ajin Demi Human, and assuming no crazy, really bad, a lot of long-running series, but thankfully this one, though it has longer chapters, is only 84 chapters. Usually the fault in endings is due to very long-running series that have well over like 200 odd chapters, and they tend to be they tend to be the bit of the issue. You know what I mean? Their endings. So assuming no crazy left turn surprises, I think I'm pretty confident in saying that this was a very solid series. I really enjoyed the read through of Ajin Demi Human. I mean, there's little things here and there that I think I would have done differently or better. And after reading so many different books and watching movies and reading mangas and stuff like that, it's very easy for me to do comparisons to other series. Whether they're intentional or not intentional, but trying to find originality everywhere you go is always going to be a very trying task. Once you've read enough, you know. But I feel like even though this series started off as very much a Tokyo Ghoul sort of series, not in a bad way, just very similar situations, sort of a similar story idea or concept, it definitely deviated itself heavily from Tokyo Ghoul from its initial start. So I definitely appreciated that it wasn't I guess if you started off saying it was like sort of a bit of a clone, it definitely veered off enough to be something different, which I really enjoyed. So I don't know about a ranking. 7 out of 10, 7.5. I think, as I said, barring no surprises in this stream, I think Ajin's been very good, so far. But and as I said, comparisons work with almost anything. It's very hard to not find the similarities when you've read a lot. And it's no different. Ajin and Tokyo Ghoul. It's no different than Jujutsu Kaisen and Bleach sort of idea. What started out Jujutsu Kaisen, you could see a lot of the Bleach influence and the similarities, but those, once again, JJK has taken off in this direction that is very different from Bleach in a lot of respects, and I really appreciate that. I like when a series is like, okay, I want to, because especially if you really like series, like I would love to sit down and watch another Inuyasha-esque story, for example. I'm missing that, Yona the Dawn sort of feels a little Inuyasha-esque, but it's deviated so much, so you get that. Man, like Jujutsu Kaisen, when I first started reading it, I'm like, yeah, you can see the Bleach elements, and I really like Bleach, so this is really cool. And that's what initially started me enthralled, and then you just, it continues on. With Ajin, it was the same with Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul, at least the first series, resucked, but the first part was really good and really encapsulated me. So when we started Ajin, I was like, all right, we're doing something that I've read before, but I like, and then it deviates off enough once it's got, hooks India, really, really good, in that regard. So definitely been enjoying the series in that regard. Let's see, the chat says we got Miskin here, and Kofa. Hi, Kofa. Says hello Kofa. And Miss says good evening Misk, how are you? Doing pretty well. He says currently watching this while also playing D&D. Lol. Well, it's whenever I know you guys do a lot of when I was doing. Which one was it? Speaking of other series, was it Jujutsu Kaisen or Kengan? You guys did a lot of D&D around the same time that I would do Friday night streams. I do remember that. Yeah. Miss said, yeah, I agree on how it relates to Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, it really does. I see the influence, but as I said, like any series that starts off very similarly or in the same vein of that type of story. Like a lot of Jump series, you're going to find a lot of similarities when they first start out. Your main characters and your cast and your motivation and stuff like that, the villains, you're going to see a lot of parallels and a lot of similarities. The trick is to deviate off from anything else and be your own thing, which, as I said, a lot of series do end up doing. Some are very original in their just hit the ground running in a very original way, but a lot of them usually you can see the parallels. But yeah, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all to recognize them and just appreciate it. I think the change was due in large part to the artist taking over as the author as of Volume 2 starting. Yeah, you mentioned that before in an earlier stream. Very interesting that that's the case, but I like it. And it said, it's funny, I just mentioned D&D, yeah? That's how it usually goes. I mean, yeah. Most of the stuff you make... I just mentioned D&D, and that's how it usually goes. Yeah, with D&D, most of the stuff you make it as a mishmash of media you like, but after enough time it develops into its own thing. That's certainly the case for my own campaign as we get ready to start Act 3. Exactly. That's I'm not very familiar with D&D as a I understand the concept. I've never played myself, but there's another great example right there with D&D is that like if I were to write a manga story or something, I would probably be heavily influenced by the series that I like. And if someone were to say, man, this feels very Shaman King, feels very Bleach, feels very Dragon Ball Z, you know what I mean? I wouldn't take that as an insult. I would be like, well, I'm glad you noticed what I was going for, you know what I mean? Because I love those series. I think they did things very, very well, certain things. So why wouldn't I not directly copy, but sort of go, okay, I want to do something very similar. I want another type of adventure like that. Or I want another series that goes like this. Why try to go completely original, which is almost impossible, when you can just sort of, I'm just going to take some inspiration. As long as it's not directly, hit by hit being the exact same story, I think taking inspiration and recognizing it is totally fine. So yeah, that's pretty cool. As I said, we'll get started. I grabbed my near beer. I'm actually I'm very disappointed in the blizzard that hit last night. Very little snow on the ground. Just for a quick update before we get underway here, guys. There was a blizzard last night. It took down the VOD of me playing Skyrim. I finally got Skyrim to work last night after doing the Jujutsu Kaisen reaction, which is very hated for some reason. I don't know why people don't like my take that Yuji is not fucking Sukuna level, and I feel bad for the guy. I like the chapter, so I don't get where all the hate's from. I haven't responded to any of those comments, but you know what? I'm not upset at that video, but because it's raking in the views, the comments are insulting, but firing off all cylinders. I woke up this morning with like 38 notifications from YouTube alone. I was like, holy fuck. So that's pretty cool. But it actually, one of those notifications was an error when trying to upload the Skyrim VOD. Now, I did notice that the clocks were reset and stuff, so sometime in the middle of the night, when the VOD was trying to update or something, or upload completely, something went wrong because it said error, and all I can think is that we had a blizzard and a power failure in the middle of the night after I was done streaming Skyrim. I only played for a little bit. Realistically, I just did that sort of as a gag to piss off, not to piss off Misk, but just to be like, I'm doing it too, talking about copying things. But yeah, I was actually just attempting to get my PS4 to be able to stream again, to get Digimon back on the go. I was really looking forward to trying to get Digimon on the go. It all started with me just trying to get my controller synced up to an emulator, and then I was like, you know what, after doing the Jujutsu Kaisen thing, I was like, I'm going to get this running. And I should have made that clear. It was more of a test than anything. I mean, I was playing on Legendary. I'm not that good at Skyrim and stuff. But yeah, it all got deleted. It's not even appearing as a failed upload in my YouTube studio or anything. So, as I said, it was short. There wasn't a lot there. I was overtired by the time I started playing. I'd been up really early that day. So I was pretty overtired. I was definitely caffeine high. I had before I started drinking the near beer that night, it was just before Mist started streaming Skyrim, I had 2 cups of tea and 3 Mountain Dews and stuff, trying to keep myself awake because I was falling asleep in my chair. And that was the wrong fucking decision. Because then I felt all like this. I've never been high in my life, but I definitely felt like this whole, whoa, man, like groovy, you know? So, wasn't really that great a stream anyway, but I'm kind of upset that I finally got the PS4. It's like I finally got the PS4 to work, and then YouTube was like, nope, fuck you. We're not keeping that. That stream was terrible, so we're not even allowing it to be kept. All right, fine, you know. That's what I'm taking away from it anyways. But anyways, yes. So we'll get into Ajin here. I have been reading people's comments on the JJK thing. I will be getting to that. I've just been busy today shoveling and stuff, and doing other things. I will be getting to everyone. Seeing all the hate, actually got quite a few likes still. It's like halfway. I got like 52% liked it, and I got, must be, 48% dislikes on it. I will be responding to all the comments, as I always do, whether for bad or good. I'm going to rewatch my reaction and see why everyone's so pissed off. As I said, I was a little out of it by the time I made the reaction, but I remember saying I liked the chapter, because I did like the chapter, so I don't get why people... Do people think, like, Yuji's supposed to be S tier now? No one had a problem when I made the tier list, and Yuji was, like, mid-B tier, and Sukuna was way the fuck up here. So I don't know. We'll have to... Maybe I downplayed him a little too much or something. As I said, I've read some of the comments, but not all of them in great detail, so I'm going to have to... Definitely going to have to get into that and stuff. As I said, I liked the chapter, and I said, like, I love that spread when he got all fucking chopped up to pieces, like Renji up against Byakuya in Soul Society. That was a beautiful spread, and I was like, God damn, this man getting shit up, like, holy fuck, It was great art. I really enjoyed it. And that you felt the hits and the smacks and stuff, so I don't know. Have to wait and see, but... As I said, maybe I just sounded like a dick. I don't know. I figured everybody's used to that by now. I mean, I'm not the biggest Yuji fan, but I like the chapter. I think he's woefully unprepared. I think I said in the chapter, Maki and Tabaka and Yuta, he needs help. Some people got to show up, because this man, I don't care how durable he's supposed to be. This man cannot take on 15-finger Sukuna. I'm sorry. Like, that just ain't happening. So if people are pissed because I'm downplaying him, I'm not doing that intentionally. I'm not downplaying him. I'm saying he's a B-tier fighter at best in the strength category, regardless of his durability, and Sukuna's fucking S-tier. So, I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's get into Ajin. Miss said, I recommend you get to your Jujutsu Kaisen reread sometime soon. Yeah, there must be. I probably spouted off some misinformation again. I'm so used to assuming that Sukuna is the big, from what some comments I read, and that's my fault. I'm still under this bad impression that Sukuna is the reason that Yuji has so much power and so much, like he's the original catalyst, but I assume that Sukuna leaving would make Yuji weaker. Like, I've always just sort of assumed that his cursed energy pool wasn't Yuji's alone. It was like, because he's a vessel for Sukuna, he's got like there's bonuses, there is a silver lining to being Sukuna's vessel, and I guess that's not really the case. So I mean, it is what it is. So maybe I'm misinformed. From the comments I'm reading, it sounds like from the ones I read, it seems like that's the big reason, is that that is not the case, and I keep talking as though it is the case. So yeah, a reread is probably due. I'm even learning a bunch of shit. I'm doing my Kengan Asura read through, and I'm on like chapter 114 or something like that, and I've actually been taking screenshots. I'm gonna make a video of things that I either forgot or I have completely misremembered. I'm going to make a video after I'm done my reread and be like, here's like 7 things that went over my head the first time, or I have chosen not to remember about Kengan. So, and with Jujutsu Kaisen being more specialized with a more complicated power system and stuff, there's definitely things I could definitely benefit from. Troll YouTube is in here and says, sup. Miss said, I didn't feel really well informed on it until I did my reread. Yeah, there's definitely a lot. Usually when it comes to cursed energy, like I could understand if this was a cursed energy chapter and I went off on a tangent for 15 minutes about that. It was a 20-minute reaction. I read the chapter. I don't know. But then again, see, I don't want to take it down. I'm actually happy because all the negativity, people like my best One Piece review is the one where I put the red thumbs down on it and everyone flocked into that review, you know? So it's sort of like if you have a bad take that the community doesn't like, all it does is boost your channel. My algorithm's going nuts. The Jujutsu Kaisen review is doing better than the last like 3 of them in the first day, in one night. So view count wise, it's a good thing, you know? Yeah, I didn't feel informed on my reread. Oh yeah, when it comes to that shit, I definitely do need a refresher and a reread. It said that's why my first few reviews kind of sucked. See, I didn't mind your first few reviews. I have bad takes and bad reviews. Everybody does. There's some videos, like, if once I go back and watch this, I'm probably going to be like, man, I really was overtired. I was out of it. But, as I said, I like the chapter, so I don't remember going off some crazy tangent that people would despise, so we'll wait and see. But you got to have a thick skin when you're a YouTuber, because if you have any take that people don't like, if I make a video and I say Hunter x Hunter sucks, I mean, the amount of people are not going to focus on the other 30 minutes of that video. They're going to focus on that one sentence and go on a big tangent about why I suck because I don't like Hunter x Hunter, you know? And fucking funny stuff like that. So as a YouTuber, you know, you're going to have opinions and takes that is not going to agree with everybody. And especially if it's an unpopular opinion, you know. Anyways, why don't we just get right underway? Sorry about that, guys. There was plenty to talk about, though. But we're going to be here to the end of the series, so is what it is. Maybe if Miska's done D&D and it's not too late, maybe we could do a bit of a VC, thing discussed with anybody who's read Ajin, and we can discuss the ending of the series and the series in general at the end of the stream or something. I don't know. We'll see where everyone's at. But yeah, so the end of chapter 72 was really good with the whole the flood, you know, this tornado flood of all these guys, and of course now they're gonna duke it out because both of them, both Saito and the guy, both have the flood happening sort of ideas. So let's just see what's gonna transpire here in chapter 73. And we're seeing everything. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and this is Saito. Yeah, Saito's got the power. He's got the power. Yeah, and boom. He's got all here come all the floods. Though I find it interesting. Notice that the flood guys don't have Saito's unique head. They all have that, like, they look like Nagai's IBM. Seemingly, at least. Anyway, so the guy's looking. Kato's probably dead by the looks of it. Let's see. He gets up. He runs forward. He grabs him. He tugs him in. Right. Remember what the doctor said, though, is that he could have been healed from the Shinya Nakamura incident, but it wasn't in time because they didn't know. So maybe. All right. So he's grabbing him and dragging him. He thinks he can still save him. That wouldn't be bullshit if he came back to life because they already set that up chapters and chapters ago. I'd actually be much happier because I still think that Saito should be dead. At this point, I think the bike thing with Kato should have been the end of it. But I would like Kato to come back to life. It's been set up. It wouldn't be some bullshit like, oh, we made a wish on the Dragon Balls. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'd be okay if he came back to life. So Sato, never seen anything like it. Oops. Alright, so wait, somebody fell down. Oh, wait, these things. Alright, one dropped in front of him and one's trying to attack him. Wait, are these the ones... Are these his own flood or are these the guy's flood? So, attacking him. Nope, he grabbed him. Boom, slams those two down together. And I guess so. If we keep doing this, says Sato, can't we make as many as we want? I mean, keep slamming them together. I mean, I guess. Way to go, Nagai. Oh, and he's going to go down in the grate. He's going to put his body in the grate. Rog, and one of them's coming after him. He's trying to drag both of them down in, and boom. Yeah, they both escape down into the sewer, and this is going to hurt. Slam. Ouch. Even if they can grow back, like, that's going to hurt. And the flood is still happening through the grate. Okay, that's kind of cool. I still assumed that Shinya Nakama was going to show up. I still assume that. I'm hoping for it. Very much, once again, doing the comparison thing, very similar to Jujutsu Kaisen, where you had the Volume 0 with Yuta, and then you follow a different main character in Yuji. I think it'd be kind of cool, sort of, in the same idea to, like, bring Nakamura into it, but no pulse. Alright, so he's noticing. Why did his wounds heal? What the hell happened? What the hell? And he's thinking. And remember, the thing is, the wounds are healed, but you still need to restart the body. So, and I think you have 5.5 minutes till brain dead, until the brain dies with no oxygen or something. Is it 5.5 minutes? Something like that. And that's what they mentioned. They said, had there been medical teams right there on site, they probably could have saved him. And the guy says, how about I give him CPR? Right, alright, so try to bring him back to life. And Sato's up top just having a field day with the IBMs. He's just having a field day with these guys. Slam, making more and more. It's kind of a good parallel because he's like, giving him CPR, and he's like, wham, wham, like one's destroying and one's saving. That's a nice little metaphor there. Damn it. Why did you come here? He's trying. Can you see that? All right, let's see. Somebody with 100... No, there must be even more. A countless number of shadows just milling about. What are they? Wait, everyone can see them. Studio? We don't seem to be getting those images. Oh, wait, it's not being captured on the thing, but they can see them with their own eyes. And then, here they... Damn, the flood be real. You love to go on about being friends like some phony, but maybe... You knew it best. I hate being such an idiot. Let's see. We are not friends, says Nagai as he tries to save him. Let's go on about being friends like some phony, but maybe you knew it best that we are not friends. I mean, is he trying to convince himself? Or is he trying to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You might be a shitty person, but, stop lying to yourself, boy. And let's see. So this flood is massive, and they're climbing over the wall. They're going to the parking lot. They're going everywhere. You just can't help it. CPR. You'd try to rescue anyone, but this time you've gone too far. Yeah, at the cost of your life. Yeah, and shit. And he slams his fist down like he's been doing the CPR, and this time it's the whole wham, which is actually a medical technique. I forget the reason. They sometimes do that instead, like you do your chest compressions and then you actually wham. Come back, wham. Give me at least one chance, wham, to do something for you. That's a beautiful. I love the white background. People make fun of Kubo for all the white backgrounds, and I understand why. But man, do white backgrounds just fucking hit, man. White backgrounds hit to do something for you. I think I would have liked that line a little better. Give me at least one chance to do something for you for a change or something. I feel like just those couple more words would have made that even better, but that's nice speech, nice and short, beautiful double spread here with the, the shading and stuff, and just to do something for you. Wham! Like, all right, and slam. Is he going to come back? He's got to come back. I want him to come back to life. I really do. And well, boom. He brought him back to life. Let's fucking go. I mean, I'm good with it. As I said, I didn't want him to die anyways, so I'm fucking good with it. I'm all good with it. Let's see. All right, so the flood's still happening. I might have made too many. Man, he is just a gamer. Sato is just a motherfucking gamer. He's like, this doesn't look like fun. Like me playing Legendary Skyrim last night. Like I can even play Master level Skyrim. And I'm like, nah, fuck this. I'm going Legendary. I mean, I might be able to do that, you know, if I was back in the zone of Skyrim, I might be able to up the difficulty, but you can't just jump into a game, you know, play Diablo on Torment 10 or fucking jump into, you know, super hard mode in a Fire Emblem game when you've been out of the zone for a while. You know, you got to be in that fucking zone. Like lunatic difficulty and all this shit, you know? Like, I know when I finally get around to playing Bloodborne, because I own it, when I finally get around to playing that, I know for a fact that I'm going to be a bit of Sato about this. I'm going to be a fucking gamer, but I know when I sit down, I'm going to be like, all right, I'm going to suck for 3 days in a row before I get the hang of this shit, aren't I? You know? It was like Lords of the Fallen before it. I played Lords of the Fallen. I platinumed that game. I've been told it's a shitty version of a Souls game, and it was difficult, and it was a pain, and I did throw my controller a lot, but I did it. But what a pain in the ass game. So I know going into Bloodborne at least that it's going to be like that. But Sato's Sato's kind of the opposite of that. Sato's like, all right, I am getting my shit kicked. This is, like his words don't match his enthusiasm. He's like, well, I'm going to suck at this video game all weekend and get nowhere and waste my time. Wow, that really sucks, with this big shit-eating grin on his face, like he's just having a blast. He's like the exact opposite of an angry gamer. He pretends to be angry, but he's not actually angry. He's like, uh-oh, I suck. All right, cool. And he's enjoying himself. It's fantastic, you know? So let's see. I've made too many, and now, wait, they're coming after him. They're coming after you, and now they're hungry like the wolf. Let's go. And, wait a minute, he notices something? It's a helicopter. Boom, 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 boom. It's not an F-14, so there's no Highway to the Danger Zone singing. It's so sad. We need another F-14. Over here, Airwolf. Oh, wait, what? Yep, got this. Oh, Jesus. What? What? He taught this thing how to fly a helicopter. It's hilarious. So they're still underground. He just sleeping away. All's well that ends well, I guess. Eh? Says Nagai. Oh, nice. The guy behind it all is going away on his own. No need to stop him. No, you gotta kill this man. You gotta kill him. Somebody's got it. It's your guys'... It's sort of that whole... It's your guys' responsibility to do it. You know, like... this might sound bad or racist or something like that, but it's sort of like it's China's responsibility. Like, it's the Chinese doctors' job to stop COVID. You know what I mean? Like, it's their job. You created this fuckery. Your job to put an end to it, sort of idea. There is a level of responsibility. You know, he fucked up shit in Japan. He's Japan's problem. Don't let him loose on the rest of the world to make like India the same problems. You know, it's not India's problem. It's Japan's problem. Japan should deal with it, right? So I think that's sort of the same idea. Here is that he's going to say, like, you know, he's going to go off on his own. We can't beat him anyways. Thankfully, we're going to be done with this shit, but he's going to be like, nope, and he's going to stop him anyways. Just letting him go is the best plan. Man, he looks worn out. Like, first off, kill yourself because you are worn out as fuck. Like, you really need to kill yourself right now. You are fucking sweating. You are bad. And from what we saw of Sato taking on those, like, 500 dudes, resetting yourself resets your stamina, your endurance, all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But, man, like, I've noticed that in a few pages, like, definitely last stream and the stream before and now in this stream, there's certain pages where that guy does not look 17. Like, or 15, or whatever, however old this dude's supposed to be. No. He looks like he's in his 20s. And this is one of those shots. He's just, like, panting. Like, it's the best plan is to let him go. And he's going to be like, fuck that, though. I'm going to stop him. Let's see. He's still sweating. Sato having a blast up top. And he stands back up. Let's go. And he's going up the rungs of the ladder. And that's the end of chapter 73. God damn. All right. Pretty good chapter. Before we start 74, is there anything? Oh, there is a few. Miska's been saying a few things here in the chat. Miss said, Sato did what we call discovering an exploit. Yeah, he did. He really did. Miss said, I think he's saying that he was never really a friend to Kato. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Like, you know it best of all, we are not friends. I felt like my way was correct, but yeah, there is a level of what you're saying is probably the case too. It's like, I treated you like shit, I'm not a good friend, so he's putting that on himself. Yeah, okay, I like that too. That makes sense too. Miss said, the mangaka for Ajin is one of the few others I've seen do the white backgrounds anywhere near as well as Kubo. Yeah, no shit, eh? Like, no matter the overuse that Kubo did, white background shots that were hitting were still fucking 11 out of 10 when Bleach was going strong. And Ajin is doing white backgrounds. Every time Ajin has done a white background, it has been a 10 out of 10. It has been a 10 out of 10 shot. They have not faltered with the white background usage once in this series. That is impressive. Because it'd be very easy to do white backgrounds when you're trying to make a moment intense and it just doesn't hit, just doesn't feel, you know? Or you go the other route where you overuse it like Kubo did, and some people can argue that he did it too much. Oversaturation is the thing. But yeah, Ajin is not missing with his white backgrounds. Not once. Not once have they missed. And Miss said, oh, you should definitely stream a little Bloodborne. Why? So you guys want to see me put holes in my fucking walls? I'll be like, yeah, fuck this game, fuck this piece of shit fucking game. Yeah, that's what you want to see? I'm an angry fucking gamer, guys. That's why I don't play online games mostly. I could never play online games. I would fucking, it would just not be me. It would just not be me, that's for sure. Let's open up a fresh Niabea. There we go. I'm actually probably going to continue my, come to think of it, before we start chapter 74, I think I'm going to go into March and try to offshoot a couple of weekends too. The not drinking thing has actually been not fantastic. There's some days where I want to drink, but I'm definitely feeling better overall. I'm sleeping more though. I am sleeping more and I don't like that. I feel like sleeping like 8-9 hours is a waste of fucking hours, you know? Like, but I'm sleeping more, but other than that, I feel like I do not miss hangovers. I don't miss any of that shit. They're a waste of days. So, yeah, I might not quit drinking, but like, you know, maybe take some weekends off, like every Saturday night I don't need to drink, you know, anymore and that kind of stuff, you know. Good prep for when the wife gets pregnant and shit. Miss said, maybe you should just play it by yourself, lol. I mean, once again, if I'm streaming, I probably would get less frustrated because I'd be playing there and being like, for God's sakes, you know, I'd probably be... Streaming when I'm gaming sort of takes away some of that, you know. I think I'm a much happier gamer when I stream games rather than that stuff. Miss said, definitely a good idea to keep drinking less. Yeah, I mean, the whole Dry February was... The whole idea of Dry February was to basically kickstart... only like no more drinking through the week sort of idea, like keep it to, and with no football on anymore, there's no real reason to drink on Sundays, so like, you know, keep it to Friday night, Saturday, or if you go out for wing night on a Tuesday with friends or something like that, sure, have a few beer, but like, just, it saves on money, it saves on health, that kind of idea, you know what I mean? And with this month break, I know I couldn't go back to drinking like I used to. I guarantee if I drank a case of beer, I'd be fucking liquored. You know, I couldn't do that right now. I just know. I would try to, and then the fucking next day I'd be fucking... I wouldn't be getting up the next day, that's for sure. So yeah. Yeah, that to me means Dry February was a success because it's definitely made me like, no, I don't need to drink on a Monday. No, I don't need to, you know, drink every Saturday. You know what I mean? Saving money, it's saving health, wife's happier. It's just an all-around good idea. Not quitting drinking, but just, you know, moderation. So anyways, chapter 74. Enough of my woes. Not really even woes. Positive things. Positive changes. And this near beer stuff helps for like Friday nights and things like that. Like near beer, you know, it's definitely helping. It's like, all right, I'm used to having Friday night drinks while I stream. You know what I mean? So if I just substitute it with something else that's not caffeine or sugar loaded, then it's not nearly as good as real beer, but that's what it is. And that way I won't feel bad like on a Wednesday where I mow the lawn in August where it's a beautiful 30-degree day and I'm barbecuing and stuff. I don't feel bad for going to buy a case of beer for the Wednesday, on a nice hot summer day, because I haven't drunk or drank Monday and Tuesday and I don't intend to drink Thursday, you know what I mean? Like, that way you can enjoy where we get so few nice hot barbecue beer drinking days, If everything's in moderation by that point, then I'm not going to feel like, oh man, back into old habits, you know what I mean? So that's why I start in February. That's why dry February is the thing for two reasons. Number one, it's the shortest month, and two, because it's nothing's going on up until the summer. There's no long weekends. There's no, football and none of that shit going on. It's not hot out. Let's see. Oh, we got all the stuff. We're starting a new volume. Chapter 74. Okay, so we got a lot of cigarettes. Oh, we're going to see our doctor? Doctor, give me the news. Remember, he said he got his last pack and then he was going to die. Let's see. Or it was at least a sign. Let's see. So he's just sitting on a bus stop bench, smoking a cigarette like he always does. Dr. Ogra. Chapter 74 is entitled Flood. And wait, he notices something. He looks up. He sees... Oh, is he noticing he sees the flood. Wow. He's like shocked at first, and then he's like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so the anti-Demis are still underground, unfortunately. It's blocked. Find another exit. Alrighty. Hey, wake up. Oh, it's talk about. All right, cut it out. That hurts you, idiot. Huh? Yeah, it's like, wait, what? What's wrong? And then he turns over to the side, and, alright, so we're seeing everybody's reaction to the flood. So everybody's seeing it, our firefighter's seeing it, everybody's seeing it. Nakano, what is that? Let's go find out. Hey, what about the arm? I think it might be too late to worry about that now. Yeah, probably. So now we're in the medical. Still this many people who need first aid. Well, hundreds of thousands went down. And not even half have been evacuated so far. There's no telling when we'll be able to leave the base ourselves. Then there was that explosion. And is that an evacuate? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. And boom, here come the IBMs. Halt! Halt! All of you, not another step. And so he fires off the gun. What the? Yeah, they're not going to stop. And then slash, boom, bam. They're after him. Huh? And they're attacking. What the hell? Call for backup. And they're just getting attacked. They're just getting massacred. Oh, shit. And, I mean, they can't really leave. They got wounded and all this shit. Oh, man. This is just from bad to worse for these. Holy shit. The faraway shot. The boom, boom, boom in the next couple panels. Just, yeah. Emergency stores on the second floor. We don't have nearly enough medical supplies. I'll take the front. You go to the rear warehouse. Let me guess. When they open the door, a bunch of IBMs. Go to the rear warehouse. Grab as much as you can carry. And then, yep. We're coming to you live from outside of the wall base. Alright, so we're following a news story. Debris thrown into the air by the explosion seems to have made all the way out here. Move it, you idiots. Oh, the guy in the car. And he notices all the IBMs on the... Those in the area are... They notice. Uh-oh. What are those? Yeah, they can see them because they're death right now. Like, it's not raining or anything, so they can see them because they have the murderous intent or something like that, I believe. So, I think that's the main goal. And by the way, people, thank you very much for the 3 likes. Forgot to mention that. 3 likes, yay. Some more likes than I'm getting on Jujutsu Kaisen this week, even though I like the chapter. Let's see. So, this thing's shouting out. Ow! Like, wait, does it think it's a wolf? Like, it gets on the top of the building, looks around, and ow! Arugula, arugula, arugula. Like an old car. And they're just climbing the wall. They made a thing of bodies to Jesus. And the firefighter not gonna show up. They run up. Run! Don't go that way. What happened? I don't know. Black. I don't know. They say, here they come. Get behind us. And then, they notice. Wait, the anti-Demis. Those are the guys Nagai was talking about. Wait, did they get out that quickly? Like, off screen got out? Okay. You must be, Konakano. What's the situation? I really don't know. We saw a ton of particles rising into the sky. What? And then Zak. Oh, and then I look behind them. They're everywhere. A flood. Uh-oh. They're all around us. We're gonna die. Shit. Hey, there's a ton of them. No way are we gonna get through. We should lay low for now. And then the anti-Demi special forces guy, is he not gonna back down? He goes, damn. We'll take that alley. It leads to a SAM unit warehouse. The door's heavy duty. Everyone come with me this way. Alright, so they are gonna retreat. And then Takaba gets out of the car. Okay, we're here. Hey, hurry up and get out of there. Just shut up. And he gets out. Alright, and then they notice. Uh-oh. Anti-Demis. Or the Demis, sorry. What's going on? Don't ask me. Oh, these things are... And let's summon our IBMs. Let's go. Stay out of my way, says Takaba. Alright. And then... Because Naga, I mean, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Alright, so then we're at the welcome... Oh, and is he walking towards the flood? Is the doctor actually good? Dr. Ogro's like, wow, that looks interesting. Let's just go see what's going on. So let's see. He's walking forward, walking down the street, and then as he blows out a cigarette, a van stops right in front of him, and somebody pokes their head out. Dr. Ikuya Ogura? Who's this guy? I don't really recognize him. Uh-huh. Huh? Huh? Who is this guy? I have no idea. I wonder who that is. Alright, so next chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 75. Alright, scrolling up, because for some reason every time I hit next chapter, it's halfway through the chapter. Chapter 75. Northern Lower Saxony in Germany. 28,000 BCE. Let's see. Okay. Two cavemen dudes. No. Alright, they killed like a water buffalo, but one of the dudes died trying. And he looks down at his fallen friend, brother or something. And he died. And then ooze. So this thing is as far back as 28,000 BC, and no one's noticed. Okay. That's a little much. That's a little much. Like they say, oh, there's only like, we've only just recently found them. It's like, really? If they've been there for, that's a little, not breaking, but that's immersion wise isn't making a lot of sense with the whole, they've managed to hide in all the world wars that of all the wars in the world that have gone on, and all the humans in the population, nobody noticed these fucking guys for 28,000 years. I find that a little hard to believe, but where they don't know, like it's not like they're born into one family, sort of like how vampires have been hiding in a lot of mythologies and stuff. They've been hiding. They're born and know what they are from get-go, and there's already an establishment. You don't know if you're a Demi until you die. So, it's kind of hard to hide. And then ooze, and let me guess, Buddy gonna come back? I guess so? I don't know. Leap into the unknown is the chapter title. And then, okay, so Ogura's in the van with whoever. Dr. Ogura. The news said you had died. Are you a Demi? Can't say, since I'm not dead yet. I'm majoring in high energy physics. Okay. I loved your books when I was little. That's why I chose to study science. Let's see. Hey, who the hell is this old fart? Yeah, there's somebody driving. Why'd he just jump into my car? Huh? You're heading to Irama Base, right? I need to go there too. I want a closer look. For real? You too? I mean, a Sato terror attack right in our own town. How are you not going to go see that for yourself? I tried to stop him. I mean, see, it's people like that that get themselves killed, and I got very little sympathy for. It's like, wow, did you hear? There's an axe murderer out there in our city. Let's go around at 3 o'clock in the morning and try to find him. How about we don't do that? How about you stay away? Hey, listen, there's a current a man chase happening on Highway 7. Let's go to Highway 7. You know? So let's see, they're going forward to the flood. Step on it. Forget about the speed limit, huh? Huh, this guy gets it. Flood IBMs are unstable. They don't last for long. Alrighty. Keep it up. We're almost there. Okay, we're back with Nakano. And then, oh shit, it's blocked. The little alleyway's blocked. Damn. What? No. And now the anti-Demi team turns around. They see the flood. What about your IBM? It's all used up as a firefighter. Ha ha. Alright, so this guy's wheezing a little bit. Civilians to the back. Come on, keep moving. You and the kid. Come all the way to the back. What now? We'll hit them with everything we've got and try to push them back, even a little. Mr. Akiyama. Okay. Gave him a gun. I'll show you how to use it. Once they're right on top of us, you two get in front. We'll brace you from behind. We're going to create a wall and buy as much time as we can until they dissipate. Right. Let's do this. Alright, they turned on the guns. And fire. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, if they destroy the heads, they're down. But, I mean, there are a lot of them. Alright, so we're back in the van. Dr. Ogura, I've always wanted to ask you, to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Where did demi-humans come from? Human evolution. Let's go. Let's go the X-Men mutant route with this. Human evolution. It's simple. Demi-humans were created by the human heart. Oh no, not another Vegapunk thing. Not another Vegapunk thing. Like, devil fruits are, I want to turn into a jacket and have somebody put me on. Boom, look at the apple tree. I'm going to eat that apple. I'm going to do it. Don't you do it. I'm going to do it. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. The human heart. Huh? Alright, they're thinking, oh, and he's still smoking. He's still on. Is he on his last? I thought he was already on his last pack. Let's see. So Buddy notices his pack and says, "Oh man, where'd you get those? Didn't they stop making them? It's my last pack." Didn't he say that like a pack ago? Must really love them, huh? No, I don't like the taste. Are we gonna get some information as to why? I thought he always was smoking so he could always see an IBM around him, but. No, I don't like the taste. My son bought them for me on Father's Day. Oh no, we're gonna get a sad story, aren't we? We're gonna get a sad ass story, and that's why he's so disconnected from people. The son clearly died getting him cigarettes, didn't he? My son bought them for me. Alright? On Father's Day. A long time ago. Did the Japanese have Father's Day? A long time ago. The brand I smoked was at the top of the vending machine. Okay. He couldn't reach the button, so he gave me these instead since they were at the bottom. Alright, fair enough. Those were the days. Anyone could buy cigarettes from a vending machine. Very much, back in the day, well, yeah, kids could go to the convenience store. Even when I was a kid, they didn't have the whole, you could, right up until basically it was the mid-90s or so that I think anyways, because I remember you could buy, no one was really stopping you from buying cigarettes from the convenience store when I was a kid. I don't know if that was legal or not, but they've since changed that. By the time I was a teenager, not that I was a big smoker, I only smoked, I don't know, for about 6 months or so. And before that, it was like a cigarette a year or something like that. I just thought, James Bond does it. It was cool. And yeah, I still smoke the occasional cigar, but I haven't smoked a cigar in a couple of years either. Because my wife fucking can't stand the smell. It gets in the clothes, and she's not going to bed with me with cigar breath. So when she's here, there's no cigars no matter what. And I just like, sitting out on the porch, having a beer. Maybe you're gonna have a barbecue later. You just mowed the lawn. You have a cigar. You're chatting with your buddies. Your friend comes over. You're sitting on the porch just chilling. My buddy who moved back from Japan, he loves doing that. He goes, man, I should come over here more often in the summer. I said, you should. Then he went to Japan. But he loves just chilling. He helped me build my barbecue and everything. He loved coming over in the summer and just chilling. You don't need to play a game or watch a movie or order a pizza. You just be like, yeah, man, like put some hot dogs on the grill, something cheap, you know what I mean? And you just sit there, have a couple of drinks, sort of idea. So I get it. I get what he's saying. Those were the days. Anyone could buy cigarettes. Yep. Smoking them ever since. Wow, that's such a nice story. Is your son in the sciences as well? He died. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the correct response. Ran headfirst into a telephone pole. That was all it took. Ran headfirst into a telephone pole? That was all it took. He was 8. For some reason I was like, he did that when he was like older, like he ran into a telephone pole when he was like 17 and in a car, but he ran head first into it. See, in other contexts, it's kind of funny. It's like, yeah, whack, like sort of like the birds in the Windex commercial, the crows in the Windex commercial is like, whack, Windex. The birds can't tell, and they smack into the window, which once again, you don't really want to have happen, but he ran headfirst into a telephone pole, and that was all it took. He was yeah, it's crazy. The shit as a kid that you survive is fucking, most children should be dead. Like, seriously, the amount of luck people get into. Like, I got into a fender bender the other day. I told you guys this before. I got into a fender bender at the beginning of the month. Just there at the 1st of February. I got into a small fender bender. Nobody was hurt. Little bit of dent in a bumper, right? No big deal. But, and my brother's making fun of me. My dad's making fun of me. They're like, you can't drive. You're such a fucking idiot. And I'm sitting there, and it's like, yeah, you feel so stupid. Like, oh my God, how could I be so stupid? How could I get in an accident? How many hours and miles have you been in those cars in a situation where you've driven and nothing's happened? If you were to actually account for it, like, people are very impressed, like, oh man, I haven't been in an accident. I've been driving for 25 years, never had an accident. It's like, that statistic is crazily good when you think about it, because these are giant vehicles, and there's winter conditions, there's all that shit. Accidents happen every day for a reason, and it's absolutely crazy when you think about it. So, things like that's what I find incredibly interesting about the things we survive and the things we take for granted. It's like, oh my God, how could you get into accidents? Like, how could you not? Driving with a million other idiots on the road who think that they can drive, who think that they're, with speeding and people who can't drive and people who drive too slow and people who talk on their cell phones and all this stuff. You would think, you hear about accidents every day, but you think they would be like an hourly occurrence on the same street. Like, it's crazy. The fact that there aren't way more accidents is all I'm trying to say. And like things like that. Run headfirst into a telephone pole. Don't tell me that when you were 8 years old, because that's Dr. Ogra's son, 8 years old, that was all it took. It's like, yeah, how many kids like fell down and hit their head? My brother still has a scar right there by his eye where he slammed his head into a nightstand when he was like 7. I mean, that could have stabbed and killed him. A splinter got there. He could have lost his eye. That could have been way worse. And meanwhile, it's like, it's just a boo-boo, I mean, I remember falling down off of a swing set, and I put my 2 teeth through my bottom lip. It was because I had really big buck teeth, British and all that shit. And that happened, and it was like, holy shit, like, I could have ripped my lip right off or something like that. And it's like, yeah, it'll heal. It's whatever, But it's like, the things that happen where you knock your head, your foot gets caught, all these things which easily could turn into you lost your foot, you lost your eye, you lost your life. And we survive these things every day, and it's crazy. Like, that's what Dr. Ogre is sort of saying here. Ran headfirst into a telephone pole. That was all it took. Like none of us have ever hit our head before. It just, if it happens in the right, if the things line up in the, well, I guess not the right way, but in the worst possible way, they line up, and then that's all it takes, It's sort of like when people are in hospitals and doctors get them stable. And it's like, okay, he's stable, he's out of the woods, then they die overnight. And it's like, what the fuck? He was stable. What happened? Just the human body, man. It's one of those crazy things, So let's see what he says about it. He was 8. My ex-wife, usually marriages generally do not survive a child's death. They can survive like an older son's death, like in their 20s, that kind of idea. They can survive that. Generally speaking, you do not survive, especially an only child. If a child dies before he's a teenager, generally speaking, the couple doesn't survive that. Marriages can't survive that shit. My ex-wife always used to say, was there any meaning to that child's life? Oh, man. Way to bring down the party van, dude, But yeah, they're like, you know what? Of course there was meaning to that child's life. Like, I'm not going to go, I've already been ranting enough, on tangents and stuff, though I think they're all good points. Of course I do, I'm me. But, this is a really dark topic, this is a really serious topic, so I'm not going to rant on that, but I'm just going to say that I personally believe, yes, there's always a meaning to that child's life. Yes, he had 8 wonderful years, I'm sure your wife and you treated him like gold, and he was really, he grew up happy, and healthy and stuff like that, so, yeah, as I said, very dark topic. We can go down a very dark winding road with that, but we're just gonna move on, because everybody's, and he takes a breath and said, so where did Demi humans come from? Is he going to say the desire to never die? Like, they don't want to lose anybody? Like, and once again, a little bit Vegapunk with that shit, but they're not wrong. The one thing that I've always wished for, even though I don't really believe in God, I was told to believe in God, sort of idea, right? When I was a kid. That's the one thing I prayed for. Most kids pray for, like, be able to turn to a werewolf or fire powers or whatever, the things they see on TV, right? I always wished for nobody to die. That's not just me, but I always wished for to turn. That's why vampires, even though I hate blood, it kind of freaks me out. That's why vampires always intrigued me as a kid, was because I always thought that would be like the best thing, turn everybody into a vampire. Then my dad will never die, my mom will never die, my nan will never die, my uncles, my wife, my kids, I can be with them forever, and there's never any, that's why vampires always intrigued me the most, even though I had a hate-love relationship, because all the blood and the feeding and the, it was always creepy to me, like seeing the pumping veins, like, ugh, it kind of creeps me out. I could never be a doctor. But yeah, so the desire, that is an honest, there's the selfish desire that you don't want to die. There's the more, it's still selfish, but it's less selfish desire that you don't want anybody you love to die, So where did Demi humans come from? Well, he's smoking, he blows out the cigarette, puts it out, pulls another one. It all began 13.8 billion years ago. Wait, what? That's like before... Wait a minute. He's going down a line that I didn't think of. He's going down a line I didn't think of, because humans weren't around 13.8 billion years ago. We know that. Science has proven that. I mean, the Bible thinks the Earth's only 5,000 years old, so... It all began 13.8 billion years ago, before this universe existed. Alright. Where's he going with this? Nothingness. There was only the fluctuation between nothingness and something. All right. He's getting philosophical. I like. Okay. I liked how they're showing like the wave patterns, like even within nothing. Darkness is something. Nothing is something when it's the only thing. So we're going deep, but all of a sudden, those fluctuations triggered a violent expansion. The Big Bang. Are we doing? That energy created a number of elementary particles. Yeah. If you've ever heard Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about this, guys, he said the idea that there can't be human life is just absolutely asinine to him, because he goes, you know what the human body is made out of? The four big components that make us up. And anybody who watched Full Metal Alchemist, of course, we all know that you can buy that shit for 75 cents. Like, a human body is made pretty cheap because it's hydrogen, oxygen, and all that shit. Like, the core elements, carbon, are like some of the easiest like things to find. And human bodies are not special. We're not made up of special material, so to speak. Like, we're not made out of Thor's hammer or adamantium or something, right? Or vibranium. We're made out of some of the most common things you can find at the supermarket, right? So human beings are not special. And he said, and you know what everything that all our information has told us, that the most common elements, not just on our planet, but in the universe, in the galaxy, are the four things that make up humans. Said, so it is completely idiotic to not believe that life could have formed outside of our solar system, because those elements that make us up exist everywhere and are vastly common. So it's like, we're made out of nothing special. Why couldn't nothing special be created somewhere else? And I really like that. So we're doing that same idea here. It created elementary particles, the beginning, the atoms, the thing before atoms. What they call the Big Bang. How does energy turn into matter? It's the basic of physics. Energy can be converted into matter, right? Because then there's the idea of dark matter and all that stuff. Energy can be converted into matter. That's right. Remembering what the guide said when we visited Hiroshima in middle school, why the hell would I? Dr. Ogra says, those elementary particles each acted in their own predetermined way, flying around and combining. Right. That's how making atoms. That's right. And the periodic table and everything, going back to science, people. Science. Making molecules, right. Making every kind of matter. Giving form to everything in this universe. All right, I know that's a stock image, but it's pretty. It's fucking sexy. I love space. Space terrifies me, but it also is one of the most intriguing. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so cool. I don't think I'd ever actually, like, people are doing that whole trip to the moon and stuff. I don't think you'd ever get me in a rocket. I've seen Apollo 13 way too many times to ever want to go in a rocket, but let's see. I don't believe in chance, says Ogura. I don't believe in quantum randomness. Everything is inevitable. The Earth, the birth of humanity. Okay, so he's going a little bit away from science and going into, what do they call it? Faithful science or whatever? I forget what they call it. They do have a term for people that are scientists and believe in the logic and the science for the explanations, but they still hold a belief in something more. Some things that science, they have a term for it, but it's basically top scientists in their field who still basically believe in God, that the Big Bang was not an accident and something happened, something triggered it, and they don't believe science will ever explain what happened. That something beyond our understanding, beyond human comprehension, happened to create the universe in that regard. We only do the Big Bang because we don't have a better explanation, right? So I don't believe in chance. I don't believe in quantum randomness, which, like, me personally, I believe that just, one day it happened, and I'm of that belief, but he's saying he's not. He doesn't believe in chance, that this was all part of the plan, Everything is inevitable. The Earth, the birth of humanity, this cigarette being made, you and I meeting today. So he believes in fate. He believes in fate and destiny. And there are scientists who believe in that. And I always like to think, that there is such a thing as soulmates. There is such a thing as unconditional love. These things that science You have to get away from the hard black and white truth of science and have some faith, have some belief. It doesn't need to be in the church. It doesn't need to be in Hinduism. It doesn't need to be something like that. It can be something as simple as just believing in souls, believing in soulmates, believing in love, believing in, believing in believing, So that is a nice sentiment. You and I meeting today, this conversation, the thought you just had, all of it. So he's saying predetermination. It was all laid out the moment the universe came into existence. So he's the belief of a destiny or a fate, but more so of all of the things that are going to happen are already he believes in predetermination. He believes that everything that has happened and will happen has already been laid out. We might not be able to see it, but it has. When you get into a car accident, when I get in my fender bender, I was never going to be able to avoid that fender bender because it was bound to happen. At that time, I was distracted or this, that, and the other thing. I wasn't paying attention. All those things were bound to happen on that time, at that place, It's quite, I don't think there's a real answer like that. I don't believe in full predetermination, but it definitely is interesting. It was all laid out the moment the universe came into existence. Nothing more than an extension of the behavior, spelt wrong, of energy and elementary particles created 13.8 billion years ago. So you're saying that you can't change fate, huh? Yeah. Bingo. All right, so he does. So right, predetermination and fate. That's what Ogura believes in. But one day, something happened. All right, looking at the periodic table there. A kind of matter that didn't exist in this universe design came into being. Yeah, right, because the IBM particles. This matter could repair human bodies and bring them back to life. That is a demi-human. So demi-humans are creating a kind of matter that shouldn't exist in this world. If that's okay. So if Vegapunk goes on this line, I'd be good with that. So it's like, okay, everything exists and is predetermined. Devil fruits throw a wrench into that plan. They shouldn't exist, but they do. And that fucks up fate. That fucks up the predetermination. It fucks everything up. So demi-humans are there. Demi-humans are the anomaly. The one in the Matrix. The Matrix, remember what the architect said in the Matrix. The Matrix is perfect. It is a perfect system. It's a utopia. It was a harmony. It didn't work because human flaws. So when he created the other Matrix, to make it worthy so that humans could be happy, humans could be content, humans could even content in their despair, they're still content. Humans don't want a utopia. It's one of those psychological things. But at the end of the day, he said the equation is perfect, but there remains an anomaly. And that's what the one is. The one is an anomaly created by trying to make this perfect equation balance itself out. And it can't be balanced without a remainder. You ever, like when you do fractions and division and stuff, guys, in basic math, you guys probably all took a math class, right? The anomaly is a remainder. And the idea here, what they're trying to say, sounds to me like fate has a remainder, Something that, and it took form in the form of demi-humans because fate wasn't perfect and it needed to balance it out somehow. So let's see. If that's the case, then what is the energy that becomes this matter? Where did it come from? I told you. The human heart, says Ogura. So the energy, he believes in predetermined fate, but he believes in a power, like I was saying, believes in a power beyond science explanation. That human heart and will and mind goes beyond the laws of nature, beyond the laws of the world. This is very much Devil Fruit, Vegapunk talk from the recent One Piece stuff. I like this. Is a great chapter. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this chapter, guys, but I really like this chapter. The human heart. No, but there is one problem with this chapter. Dude, you have the white background, but you got Ogura's face in it. The heart. The heart. We needed the heart page. The page, all blank. The human heart. It would have been a perfect page. I feel like that's been done before. I feel like some series had an entire white page and said the heart. Nah, see, that's too peak. That's too much of peak fiction. No one could have done that. No, I must be mistaken. Peak fiction like that can't exist. But he's confused. 200 million years ago, our mammalian, is that a word? Mammalian? I'm probably saying it wrong. Ancestors developed a neocortex, giving them a superior intellectual capacity. The neocortex continued to hypertrophy through the evolutionary process. Hypertrophy? I always forget how to say that word. It's not hypertrophy. It's hypertrophy. I always forget how to say it. Giving rise to tools, to society, to complex emotions. But don't forget, this was all part of the script as far as the universe was concerned. Right, he still believes in predetermination. Even more contrived than anything you'd see in a Hollywood blockbuster. But then, something unexpected happened. Man, this chapter just keeps going. It seems these human emotions were able to create an unknown form of energy. The universe must have been surprised by this too. The heart is a source of energy? Then are you saying we also have what it takes to be demi-humans? Yes! I like this. This is sort of like demi-humans are people with conquerors hockey in a way or something. Yes, we all carry the potential to create IBMs. Oh, all right, see, this is where the science comes in. And I like Ogre's reasoning here. He's like, there's no, you were fated to be a demi-human. Every human, because the human heart creates them, every human has the capacity to be a demi-human. 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, who knows when it was? Oh, and then that's why the scene 28,000. But someone whose names we'll never learn held on to an emotion as he died. And that's where it started. I like this. You know, even though that's sort of breaking the idea of these guys have been hiding from the world for so long, but I still like this. It's all calling back. Maybe a simple attachment to life. Maybe feelings for a loved one. See, I can believe in that. Every fictional story will tell you. Prince of Persia, the movie. Okay, a lot of people don't like that movie. I love that movie. People say that's not a good movie. It's a great movie, okay? Prince of Persia by Disney was a great movie. Did it have anything to do with Prince of Persia? Fuck no. But it was still a great movie. I love that movie. I own it. I watch it. It's still it's a fun-ass time. The humor's there. And I always loved the soundtrack. And some lives just are intertwined regardless. Some lives will always find each other. Love, like basically the whole love conquers all sort of idea. This whole idea that some lives are touched across time. That it doesn't matter how long or you wait or how long, eventually people come back. And it's, I forget what series I'm thinking of, but one series where reincarnation was the thing, like the characters died at the end. But at the very, very end of the story, they met like 2,000 years later in our, you know, in the city sort of idea, and they were like, end of series, right? Like, no matter what, these two did find their way back to each other through reincarnation and stuff like that. It's a very nice idea. And I like that Ogra's a doctor and a scientist and going on the science, but also believes in this shit. Maybe feelings for a loved one. Maybe an obsession with something left undone. That powerful will to live shook his heart to the core. Someone must have noticed it. This sign of the grand potential of the human heart. This kind of emotional shakeup can sometimes cause a sudden expansion. If a person is able to trigger this, then they become a demi-human. So it's sort of like no matter, it's not that people who die don't have these feelings. It's that, once again, things have to line up in the right or wrong way sort of idea for it to be triggered. They don't know exactly how, but I like this theory. I like this. I'm going to take this as fact because that's pretty good. I will say one thing about the drawing of Ogura. I know he's supposed to be scruffy, and that's supposed to be scruff, but it looks just like he's got a lot of badly drawn wrinkles all over his chin. Like, it does not look like good scruff. I have noticed that. Out of this entire art style, that's the one thing that's bothered me, is that a lot of shots of Ogura, it looks like his chin is just drooping, and he's got like really wrinkly cheeks and chin, rather than it being stubble. It's one thing that's always looked funny. So they become a demi-human, and boom, here's... Alright, so Sato's on his way with the helicopter. Nagai, I don't know where you are, but... Oh wait, he's already climbed up. It's time for me to finally finish saying goodbye to you. So see you later, Nagai. Farewell. And off he goes. There, I finally said it. Where is he? He already got out of the grate. Is he in the helicopter? That'd be cool. So, alright, we're back to Ogura. Demi-humans were created the same way the universe was. That's a good way to look at it, too. Dr. Ogura. When I was older, I went back and read through your papers again. And that's when I noticed. There's no evidence for your claims. No proof. I'll admit it was a fun read, but it's more like mythology than science. Once again, I forget what they call them. It's not faithful science or something like that, but there is a term for people who believe in science won't explain everything, but they still study science. I forget what it is, but it's more like mythology than science. What led an exacting biologist like you to write something like that about demi-humans? What caused it? What made you do that? Let me guess. His son? Because his son died and he wanted him back? To write something like that about demi-humans. What caused it? What made you do that? Let's see. Human life is meaningless. I mean, to the grand scheme of the universe, yes. Human lives are fleeting and meaningless. That's true. It does not matter what we do on this earth. This is where environmentalists are wrong. It does not matter what we do on this earth. We cannot destroy this earth. This earth has been here long before we existed, and this earth will be here after the human race is long gone. The thing that will destroy the earth is when the sun explodes, which is an inevitability. But that will destroy the earth. And then a new universe a new galaxy will start from the ashes of that one, sort of like the Phoenix. But he's not wrong. It's a scary thought to think about. In the grand scheme of the universe, human life is meaningless, but it does matter to us in our limited capacity. It has no value. Once again, if you look at it in the big picture, he's not wrong. I disagree, but he's not wrong. But, here's the but. Let's see. What if human beings fated simply to live, then die, had been able to oppose the will of the universe and create something truly new? You'd want to believe it, right? That's a great shot of Ogura there. Yeah, you would. You'd want to be able to know that even if everything's fated, and so many stories go on this whole fight against destiny, fight against your fate. You know, you're fated to die. Not today, you know, and that sort of idea is like, this might be a losing battle, but I'm still going to fight it with the hope that I can change fate. I can change destiny, you know. You'd want to believe it. He's not wrong. Everybody wants that. If you were told that something terrible was going to happen and you did everything you can to prevent it, and people kept telling you, why do you bother to try? The fate of the universe is what it is. You can't stop it. And people still try. Whether they fail or succeed, the ability to try is what he's talking about. And he says you'd want to believe that, right? Of course you would. If you knew something terrible was about predetermined and going to happen, you'd still try to stop it. Even if you were told by whatever God you believe in, this is predetermined, it's going to happen. You'd be like, no, fuck you. I'm going to change fate. I will change the universe. You know? You want to believe that, you know? Ogura has to be my favorite character. I'm not going to lie. Ogura is such a good... This has been my favorite chapter of the entire series. This is my favorite chapter of the whole series. This has been nothing but a treat of a chapter. This has been 11 out of 10. This has been fantastic. But he's shocked, and then we have Sato. Okay, let's blow this joint. And then, he notices. Oh, Nagai jumping. Oh, he's going to grab him. Grabs him by the leg, and that's the end of the chapter. I just said this is the best chapter, and damn. Okay, cool. So, guys, I know that took a long time, and I'm sorry for that, but that chapter deserved everything I talked about and more. That was a fan-fucking-tastic chapter in every way, shape, and form. So we'll read the comments, and then I will take a leak, and then I'll be right back. But let's just see what the comments are saying. So, Misk says, let's see. Good idea to keep drinking less. Yeah. You should hit next page at the top of the screen if you aren't already. No, I am. It just for some reason every time it loads, it originally loads, and then all of a sudden my browser decides to jump down to the middle of the chapter. So I just sort of boom, and I grab the scroll thing and go right to the top. It never did that any other stream. It's just my browser being funky today. Let's see. Mitch said, I think the idea is that they weren't documented until the 90s and during a war when a lot of people die and mass media allowed for documentation information to spread quickly. I'm just arguing that, like, how did they not find that in Korea, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the thousands of other wars, the War of 1812, for Christ's sake? Like, how did they not find them till this point? You know, I just... It's a little much that out of everything, finally they were found, you know, and somebody noticed and talked about it. But either way, doesn't matter. Purple Tape is in here. Hi, Purple. Says, speaking of accidents, G baby. Yes. I just totaled one of my cars recently. Well, I assume you're okay since you're typing, but I hope everyone's okay who was in the car, who was in the accident. I hope everyone was okay. You totaled one of your cars recently. You have multiple cars. Richer than I am. The driver just randomly stopped, and I hit my brakes as hard as I could, and then boom. Yeah, see, that's sort of what happened to me when I got in my small fender bender. Was we were both stopped at a yield, turning off to a Walmart, actually, and we're about to jump in, and there was no oncoming traffic, so I had stopped, turned my head to check for oncoming traffic, and started to go. This person was going. I think they were on the phone because I still haven't heard anything from them. They haven't, like, contacted my insurance company, anything like that. So once again, they can file by as late as next January, but usually people get that shit taken care of within the first few weeks, and it's been almost a month. It'll be a month in a week. So if they're not going to do it, they probably won't do it. But I think that, that she was talking on her cell phone and stuff. And I think she hit the brakes because she was, like, nervous and didn't know where she was going or something like that. So, I mean, I still hit her, but it's what it is. Hit my brakes as hard as I could, and then boom. I mean, damn. Like, damn, man. Well, I assume everybody's okay. The driver randomly stopped. I hit my brakes as hard as I could, and then boom. Yeah, I mean, you must have hit them really... Were you on the highway or something? If you totaled your car, it must have been a pretty good hit, like at least, 50 miles an hour or so. Damn, man. Sorry to hear that. And that's the problem, too. They say the person that hits the person is the one at fault. But I would argue if you're on the highway going 110, 120, and then fucking, or I guess in miles it'd be like 80 or something like that. If you're going 80 and then fucking someone slams on their brakes, and, I mean, like, how is it your fault if they slam on their brakes? But yeah. Purple say, why do you have two cars, they ask. I mean, I assume you're just rich of some description, or you've got like a winter beater or something like that. And by the way, we have 5 people in here and only 3 likes. Can we even out those numbers, please, and thank you. Purple Tape said, happy to be alive though. Yeah, if you totaled your car, I assume it was at quite a high speed. And yeah, as I said, you can die from a simple whiplash. You can die from just slamming into somebody at like 20 clicks. So, because whiplash can happen. You can snap your neck. There's a lot of things that you could so easily die, and stuff like that, right? So yeah, you should be very happy to be alive. And I'm glad you are. Purple Tape said, hit me with a Skyrim stream to get over my loss. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to restart it because, as I said, the VOD's gone, so I'm gonna have to restart again. That was more of a gag anyways, but I could play some Skyrim, I guess. Maybe not tonight, because we're gonna get through Ajin tonight, and this is gonna be the long stream, but I can probably hit you with a Skyrim stream maybe on Sunday or something. Purple Tape said the moon landing was fake. Was it? I don't think it was, but that's me. Miz said, oh yeah, this chapter is great. It's one of my favorites, up there with Sato's backstory. I know, you really love Sato, Miz, so I can see how much you love. And that was a good backstory. I like that chapter, but this is definitely, easily one of the best chapters, if not the best. In my personal, there's no contest. You know, it is the best chapter. But yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it too. Like this is such a good chapter. Miss said Sato is the best for spectacle and being raw. That is true. I mean, it's hard for me to react to it to just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's very difficult. I'm not built like King of Lightning to like get out of my chair and fucking go crazy. But the Sato, so maybe I didn't give enough credit to the Sato chapters, but yeah, the action was fire. It's really good. Ogura has the best character writing moments. I agree, 100%. Ogura is my favorite character, and I like Tosaki too, who's now dead. Very, very sad. But he needs. That was a good way out for him. You know, he's not going to live happily without his wife. So. Miss said Ogura, that chapter deserves a long time. I'm glad you think so. You know, I'm glad you think so. As I said, you know, I got nowhere to be, so it's Friday night. If this stream takes me 4 hours, it takes me 4 hours. I don't care. I'll spend the time on a chapter like that. Like, holy shit. What a good chapter. Very good chapter. So yeah. Anyways, as I said, we'll be right back now that we've caught up to the chat, and then we will start off with chapter 76. We'll probably get through the next chapters a little bit quicker. But there's less than 10 chapters left, so we're definitely going to get through it. Or we're going to try to. We're going to try our best, barring any problems. But yeah, we will be right back. Bam, baby. I'm back. Did everybody miss me? Alright, so let's just jump right into chapter 76 then, shall we? So no chapter is probably going to top that chapter, but we won't judge the following chapters based on the greatness of chapter 75. God damn. Best chapter. So let's see. Chapter 76... Nagai has grabbed onto Sato onto the elevator. Nagai, he says, do you ever give up? Oh, man. He's actually like, wow, damn. File 76, Diehards. I love how the chapter titles keep doing that kind of shit. And now they're just being, not even playing the video gaming thing. They're just like, Diehards. Like, it works as a double entendre. It works for, like, diehard fans, diehard, like gamers and stuff like that, but then it also works for Die Hard, like I love it. That's a great title. And Slam. All right, so Shinomura and Tanaka have both beat the shit out of all these guys, but they are sweating. They are sweating pretty good. And then he notices the airplane thing. It looks like it's coming from like Crank. If you guys ever see the movie Crank. Fantastic. I think that's what it's called. Jason Statham. Both those movies are great. I want a Crank 3. Crank 3 would be awesome. Hey, that helicopter, huh? Looks like he's trying to leave. Let's follow it. What about the wall? I can bring up my IBM one more time. She can pull us over it. Good point. And let's see. So the helicopter, here we go. The guy, it's over. Just let it go. And he's like, nope. Oh, he's going to try to trank him in the leg. So he pulls out a trank and, and he dropped, he dropped his, the cartridges. Oh no, but he's got one. Oh, he's only got the one. And then, All right, he's going to try to stab him. It's definitely not going to work. As I still say that Sato should have died to the bike thing. The bike thing was cool. But, oh well. And let's see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so the anti-demis are still doing their job. And we got explosions, we got grenades, we got everything, but still these things switch. All right, so they keep switching up. We're back with Ogura in the car. That's a humanoid IBM, huh? What is it? The only thing a demi-human can't overcome is old age. That's true. All right, yeah, so they can die. We know that. In the end, their bodies are still bound by the greater laws of the universe. But by that logic, just so we're clear, the human body, I believe, was tested to survive up to almost 300 years or 200 years before decaying. If it was in the perfect environment, the human body won't start breaking down or actually decaying up until like the human body can survive for a few centuries, I think. How long? I know there was a study. Can the human body survive? Let's see. Live without food? No. Can humans live 200 years? No. The oldest was 122 years. But yeah, where was the... There's no known limit to how long humans can live. Live up to 150. No. There was a study anyways. It's fine. But there was a study to say if you were in like a bubble and it was the perfect environment, like you had your oxygen but not the toxicities, you ate the right foods and all that stuff, the human body itself can survive for like a few centuries at least. I think it was like 280 odd years. It was 300 years anyways. No more than 400 I think was the upper limit. Like eventually the human body, skin cells and everything will stop replicating even in the best environment possible, and eventually the human body just breaks down. But yeah, it will decay. So let's see. In the end, their body's still bound. So Demis try to use the matter they have on hand to create brand new bodies for themselves. I don't get it. So sooner or later, demi-humans are going to become perfectly immortal then? Beats me. Oh, so that's where IBMs come from. The idea is IBMs are a body that cannot be killed. IBMs are like a prototype of creating an actual immortal body. That's kind of cool. Man, this just keeps hitting. We don't even know how the universe is going to end. How could anyone know what's going to become of demi-humans? That's true. Fair point. And then here we have, our our Sato ghost is gonna fly right into a brick wall, and then nope, elevates and up high and oh no, Nagai, oh no, he fell down. He let go and he fell and slam right in the head. Oh shit, God, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. It's gonna kill him, but still. He's gonna wake up, but damn, that's gotta hurt. But now Sato's gonna get away. Let's see. So they're up at the top of the wall. We got Shinomura. Where is it? Over there. We'll never be able to catch him as long as he's in that thing. And he was taken down, and phew, said Sato. You okay? Asked the ghost. Just try to keep this thing higher. Still, thanks to you, there's no one left to stand in our way. Let's go. And then, bam. Wait, his ear, did he get shot? He got shot in the ear? And he looks, huh? Someone's still out there. He missed him, though. And then looking all the way across town, and Monami! He's here to line up sight. Let's go. Let's go, man. Myth. Legend. Not as cool as our old man who beat the living shit out of him, but still. And oh, see, I like this sequence. We see him. Because you actually do have to take a breath. What game was that in? What game was it where you actually... Was Last of Us built like that? Like, you actually had to take a breath, and you could only hold your breath so long to steady your aim, and your aim was better when you held your breath. And then it was like... Was it Last of Us that did that? There are a couple... Now more games do that. But back then, like, to do sniper rifle, there are games... Was that Iron Storm? There are games where you have to actually hold your breath and to steady your aim and stuff. I like that they're showcasing that. You really do have to do that to get the right aim. And boom, he fired again, and he got him right in the chest this time. And and down he goes. Of course, hitting his head. But at least now he's not escaping anymore in the helicopter, and down. And the IBM doesn't disappear though, because he's been killed. But that IBM won't be able to stay out forever. Let's see. He reloads. It's up to you now, Nagai. Fair point. And though, the vial broke. And they're both on the ground, both dead. Huh? Jumpers, people are noticing, and Sato gets up. Come on. Yeah, why isn't Nagai up yet? Can you pick me up? Too tight. Can't get low enough. Oh, damn. Maybe out of time. He's noticing something. Oh yeah, the ghost is going away. Oh, dear. Well, find a likely landing place. Park it there. I'll make my way over. Roger. And then, no, he is getting up. What is going through your head, says Sato. Ow. I probably won't ever come back to this country. We'll have nothing to do with each other. So why do you keep going? What meaning could there possibly be in continuing to fight? I mean, I can't wait for some badass answer. I can't wait for it. And sorry, have we met somewhere before? Huh? Oh, wait, what? What? Okay. Okay, we're gonna see where this goes. But for God's sakes, manga, the worst trope in all of manga is literally... This is why Tokyo Ghoul Re is one of the worst things I've ever read. You stop with the memory loss. Oh my Christ, don't do that. Ever again. I'm sick and tired of reading manga that do that. Oh my Christ. Even though it had very little effect on the arc, it was still done in one piece and I didn't like it. I don't like it when it's ever done. And this actually makes very little sense. You're telling me that he got concussed and when he healed, it was all good? Like, I got a few questions about this. Like, first and foremost, how, like, it should have healed his memories. You know, like, I don't know. And you're telling me that Sato, out of the 9 million times he's died, has never been concussed to memory loss? Like, I'm just not buying it. That is way too convenient. Oh, shit. Hopefully, well, the series is going to end soon, because that's the end of chapter 76, so hopefully it's very, very, like, what do they call it? Temporary memory loss after waking up out of a coma and stuff. You have, like, and it lasts very, very little. It doesn't last long. So, here's hoping. Here's fucking hoping, because that's, please, for the love of God, don't end the series on, yeah, so, and Sato took him back in, you know? Let's see. Chapter 77. It's a flashback. Gege, take notes. Summer break's coming up. What's your plans, Nagai? Halt. Huh? Why does this key tag say halt? I have no idea. During your summer. Oh, it's leading right up to when he got hit, and then bang. Alright, so when he first died, he's been reset to the time when he first died. So he hasn't suffered complete memory loss. It's whatchamacallit loss. So he knows who he is. File 77, Peon. Payon. Peon. I believe that's, oh, it's not Peon. Anyways. And he looks around, huh? What am I doing here? I was on my way home from school. Hey, are you really saying we've never met before? Huh? I see. Well, it doesn't seem like an act. That's great! Please don't end the series like this. Now we can both move on. No bad blood between us. Huh? Who is that guy? Oh, Jesus. Whatever. Still, something's weird here. Need an ambulance. Where's my phone? Huh? He's got a gun. Take this. I don't need... Okay, so it's just temporary. Temporary. Okay. I still don't agree with this decision. No manga. It's not just Ajin, guys. No manga should ever do the fucking amnesia shit ever again. It has never worked, and it will never work. Okay? Stop trying to do that. Stop trying amnesia. Amnesia is trash. Amnesia has always been trash. No matter... Even in some of my favorite series of all time, amnesia has been there, and it's still not good. It's except like this one. This one will clearly, like, where we're so close to the end of the series, I'm assuming within a chapter or two, he'll be back to his normal self. He'll get his memory back. But, and in One Piece, in Wano, Big Mom lost her memory for, like, literally less than, like, 3 chapters total where it was even relevant. But, still, you're in that, why did that even have to happen? If it doesn't affect the story as a whole, which Big Mom's didn't, then there was no reason to do it in the first place. And if it does affect the story, then it's usually for the worse. So never do amnesia. I just urge every single person who ever thinks to write a story, write a comic, write anything, do not do amnesia. It's always trash. So let's see. He's got the gun. Take this. I don't need it. There we go. And he remembers, we still get our old man. Huh? What is this feeling? And, alright, we're back in the van, and he has to scratch to stop. What the hell are you doing? Watch it. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 I'm building a boat. Alright. And Ogura, huh? What? And, oh, shit, it's all the Demi. Oh, damn, it's all them. What the hell are those? No way. Look how many there are. Come on, give it up. Let's head back. Yeah, this is too much even for me. Not a chance, jackass. Get closer. Oh, Ogura's actually showing some emotion. Let's go. What's happening to me? Alright, we're back with the guy. Did I get thrown here by that truck? No, I'm way too far away for that. And it's not just where I am that's strange. This weather, it's clearly not July. More like September or October. Oh, then that explains why my head hurts so much. Like I hit it on something. Head trauma resulting in retrograde amnesia. I've lost my memory. A month or two's worth from the first day of summer break until now. Alright, I do like the fact, because Light Yagami would do this, anybody would do this. Automatically diagnoses. Alright, I've definitely got head trauma, retrograde amnesia. That's the term. It's not full memory loss. It's retrograde. So he's lost a few moments, like a couple months in time. He's like, what has happened? Where am I going? What, and he's self-diagnosed himself. I don't mind that. It fits the character to self-diagnose himself. I like that. He would, and Kei Nagai would do that. He would instantly take stock of the situation, and he would make his conclusions. All right, so now we're jumping back. Turn this thing around. Don't rush me. Have you two lost your minds? Says Ogura. It's like we're looking at the world's most beautiful woman. Ogura, listen. I know you had a son, so I know you've banged before. But, and I know you're all about the science, and I know it's all about IBMs and stuff. But in no goddamn way is the most beautiful woman in the world, my wife, but the most beautiful woman in the world, looking anything like, I don't care if fucking we get to see I don't know, some Avengers level shit happening right in front of me. That is not come close to looking at the most beautiful woman in the world, assuming you're heterosexual, lesbian, whatever. The point is you're attracted to the woman, right? Yeah, Ogura, you're overstepping the bounds a little bit there, my man. A little bit. Just a wee bit. Because goddamn, no. I don't care what the fuck happens in this manga. Nothing is better than staring at the most beautiful woman in the world. Do you know what tits are? The greatest invention of the universe. I'm more of an ass man, but tits are amazing. It's like you're looking at the world's most beautiful woman. Okay. I'm doing it. Yep. All right. Picturing it. And you decide to walk out of the bar without saying a word to her. Well, most beautiful woman in the world. My wife usually doesn't go to bars without me, so... And even if she's not speaking to me, I'm usually speaking to her, so... Nah, Ogura, I can't get it. I can't get it. Now, clearly, guys, I'm just having fun, okay? So, because I think this is what got me in trouble in the JJK reaction chapter, is nobody realized I was having fun. Because no one realizes I was having a joke, you know what I mean? Like... so now it feels like I gotta do that thing. What are people talking about? Like, oh, everyone's got feelings, and you gotta fucking, like, make sure that you make everyone understand. This is the comedy show. It's like, Jesus Christ. Yes, I do understand what he's saying. I'm just fucking being fun for the sake of, like, Jesus. You know? Normally I wouldn't have to do that, but now with that JJK reaction, now I feel like nobody understands what fucking sarcasm and humor and just... this, like, that's part of a YouTube channel. It's called having fun. Don't take it too seriously, I'm not sitting here as a medical doctor or a therapist trying to, all right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're not, like, come on now. Let's have some fun. But yeah, I get his sentiment. I understand what he's saying. Just in case anybody's not clear. Get in there. I just saw a no U-turn sign. Alright, that is funny. That's good. I just saw a no U-turn, so you cannot turn this car around. Fuck the terrorists. Obey traffic laws. What are you kids even... And, he's down to his last cigarette. He notices. And, wait, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of... The Hercules movie with Dwayne Johnson, where he plays Hercules, and reminds me of what's his name, who plays his friend, and he's just like there trying to get struck by the arrows because he knows his death is coming, and he's always assuming his death is coming, so he's like, ah. So now he's jumping out of the van to go get it, because he said, like, his last cigarette, he's gonna die. So, Dr. Ogura, slam, what are you doing? Come back. It's my last one, he said. Oh, shit. Dr. Ogura. What is a demi-human? This is the final question. Ogura looks at him. This is no time for questions like that. And then, boom, they drive away. Huh? And he lights up. Alrighty. Isn't that... Alright, they're noticing. Oh, Sato and... bam, shot the guy on the bike because he wants to grab the bike. Then he notices. Alright, Nagai notices. He's trying to get his memory back. There's something very important that I'm forgetting. Alrighty. Try to think. Why does that man know me? What's my connection to someone capable of something like that? Yeah, you just shot a guy. Why do I have this gun with me? Why do I know it's a real gun? Why do I know how to use it? None of this feels real. Right, because you don't forget your motor functions. Like when my grandfather hit his head, he was in the Navy, both Navies, British and Canadian. And when he hit his head on one of the ships, he had all his memories. He didn't have amnesia, but his motor functions, the section of his brain that he knew what a fork was and he knew how to use it, but his body would not listen. It was like a child's again. He didn't know how to pick the fork up. He didn't know how to use the fork. He knew how, and that it was very frustrating. But his body wouldn't listen. That connection was gone, and it had to be relearned. So it's the opposite effect here. Is that he's got the amnesia, but his body remembers. Okay, I know how to use a gun. Why do I know how to use a gun? Because he was taught, right? A student like me can't do anything about a situation like this, and most of all, I've never had to stick my nose in where it doesn't belong. There must have been a reason. Something that could happen in just a few months. Alright? That would make me decide to do something like this. In which case, there's only one, and he's remembering the bus. He died? Is going to be his conclusion? There's only one answer. Alrighty. And then, boom, he notices, he looks up, Sato's got on the bike. He's going to drive away. And the guy notices, and takes the gun out. And he's not going to fire him. I'm a demi-human. And he shoots himself to recover his memories, I'm assuming. Because he's concussed, but if he resets himself, he shouldn't be concussed. I'm still not under the impression that he should be concussed in the first place, but... Bam, shoots himself. And then... Man, I mean, he's reached the logic... He has reached the right conclusion, but goddamn. You know? Like, that's... Okay. I mean, that... You're literally taking your life into your own hands doing that one. You know what I'm saying? Because... Like, what if he was wrong? Just saying. What if he's wrong with that one? So... Like... Damn, man. Bold as shit. You gotta give him props. Let's see. So, and we're back to Ogura. Crushes up the last and lights his smoke. Looks forward. Those life forms do not die. They are known as demi-humans. Those life forms will keep getting back up. Oh, if this was animated, this would be a beautiful animated moment because he's monologuing and we're seeing all the shots. People say you can't translate anime to things, and I do agree to it. I agree to a degree with that. The whole, like, you can't transplant pretty much a book directly to the screen. You can't directly translate a manga to an anime. Look at all the OVAs that have been coming out and people being very upset. People say that the Shaman King anime is way too fast and nowhere near as it's not very good. But it's shot for shot of the manga. So how is it bad? They have literally changed nothing. So how is that bad? Because what takes people moments in manga to read is different than how people view things in anime, right? So here is an example, though, of the anime monologue, where you can tell that this would be the musical score would come up, it'd be Dr. Ogura's theme, he'd light up the smoke, and it'd be silent, and then humans, demi-humans are, in fact, you know, and we'd see huff huff, like see we're jumping through all the people, and there'd be zoom out shots, there'd be character shots, and he would be monologuing in silence with the theme and only his voice playing while all this shit was going on, and we jump between the scenes. Very anime-esque in a manga. It can work. It generally, you try to avoid that because certain things that work for manga do not work for anime, pacing being the biggest one. But sometimes you can translate that correctly, and here this is clearly done like a movie scene or an anime scene, and it's done very well here. I really like this. Those life forms will keep getting back up. They will keep trying. They will keep imagining. They will keep returning. They will keep resisting again and again and again and again and again. Yeah, you can tell it's the end of the series because, damn, they got that white line through it, but look at all the stuff that's happened, yeah. And then, boom, he's getting up. You're running away. Doesn't that make you angry? And boom, he awakens. Nagai's getting up. He's remembering all the people. There's Kaito, there's Shinomura, there's Tosaki, and Nagai, we're taking down Sato. Sato! Yeah, he's gotten back up. And boom, there he goes. End of chapter 77. Alright, before we move on to 78, let's just double check with the chat. Okay, Miss said a few things. I think it was in Sniper Elite. I'm sure it was. I've never played Sniper Elite. What game was that in? See, I don't play a lot of shooters. As a lot of guys know, I'm not an FPS guy. GoldenEye still... I played the greatest. It came out during my era. I played GoldenEye. I played the greatest FPS of all time. Everything else from there was downhill. But there was a game. Shit, I can't remember it. Last of Us might have had it. It might have been Last of Us, because I don't generally play... Maybe it was Dead Island. I've played Dead Island. I love Dead Island, by the way. Dead Island was great. I'm sure it was in Sniper Elite, but there is another game that does that. It wasn't Metal Gear. So, I don't play very many of them. So, you know, I'm sure Call of Duty and Battlefield and all those games have it too, but I just, I don't play those games. Miss said, imagine the confidence you need in your deduction to be willing to kill yourself. That's why I said that was some light Yagami L level shit. That was some, like, impressive as fuck. And Miss said, very impressive. Very impressive. Yes, absolutely. Like that took balls. Because on the off chance he's wrong, you know? Like, goddamn. He reached that conclusion with retrograde amnesia in like 4 minutes. As I said, I don't like it was used as a character moment, but the retrograde amnesia is still stupid. It's still dumb. Amnesia is never good for a story. Was it a great character moment? Just to summarize everything that's happened? Yes, but it was used as a plot device so we could have that character moment. So, once again, it's still just a bad plot device, just so we can have a moment that, if you sat down and thought about it, could have still had the same thing without the amnesia. So let's see. Chapter 78, final run. Let's go. Sato's gone to the helicopter. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Alright. Now, the question is, where is it going to land? It flew off in that direction. Alright, he's already surmising everything. Let's go. There are a few places along that route designated as emergency helipads, but with everything that's going on, they're probably in use. He'd avoid them. So where? Where would he find the space to land a helicopter without interference? That's it. If the helicopter doesn't deviate from its path, that's its most likely destination. This area is pretty cramped by Irama's standards. On a motorcycle, you'd have to take a significant detour, especially if you don't know the area. And he's realizing something, and he dashes forward. Oh shit, I'll catch you. Oh, he's going to try to outpace a because a motorcycle would take too long. He has to go through a lot of turns. I'll catch you. This is my turf. Oh damn, he's gonna do it. And then he's on a Ducati. People like Ducatis. I don't mind Ducati. My type of motorcycle is not that. I'm not a fan of that style of motorcycle. Like if I were ever, I thought about getting my motorcycle license. No, I'm good. I don't need a bike. It's just another expense. But if I were to ever get a bike, it'd basically be like the one that Shadow the Hedgehog drives. That'd be my type of bike. Let's see, and because I don't like the windshields and all that shit. I think bike looks the best when it's not a hog like this, but two handlebars. You got the one headlight, and you got the big tires and shit, and you're just like boom, you know. That's my type of bike. I'm not very familiar. I'm much more of a car guy, so I don't know my like style of bikes and what they're called. But yeah, I mean it's a very Tom Cruise bike. What Sato's driving. The Ducati. It's not a bad bike by any stretch. It's just not my style. And it works for some people. Let's see. So Sato's driving off. And let's see. Ogura's still smoking that last cigarette. I've felt it for so long. This fate. This ending. So he believes he's there to die. Like he said it, my last case is when I'm going to die. But he's also setting himself up for it. He says this is his fate. But he has every reason. He could have stayed with the kids in the van. He chooses to be there. So it's sort of hypocritical what he's doing. In a way. He's saying he was fated to die on his last cigarette. But he has chosen that fate for himself. Because he could have quit smoking. He could have stayed in the car with the kids and lived one more day. You know, like... It's a little hypocritical, but I mean it's bad. We're just gonna leave it alone. But yeah. This ending, and then let's see. Switch. This is hopeless. Oh, the demi-humans, and they're still there in the alleyway. We don't even know what happened to Sato. Is there nothing I can do? If Nagai was here, I bet he'd come up with some brilliant idea. Seems like this Nagai kid can get his mind around all kinds of things as a firefighter. But devoting yourself to one thing is a talent on its own. Guys like us just need to focus on what's in front of our faces. The fact that they have destroyed so many fucking IBMs at this point. The guy's going forward. Oh, there's an IBM. Slices his hand off. He's like, ow, shit. But he just keeps running. And now he's going up the stairs. So his arm's gone, but he's like, I don't give a fuck. He doesn't have time to reset himself, I'm sure. So... he's running up the stairs. Now we're jumping with Tanaka. Where's the helicopter? I don't know. I lost track of it. Let's split up and look for it. You idiot. You can't just chase after it without a plan. Even if you caught up to it, it's not like you could do anything on your own. Shut it! Oh, damn. Oh, you're about to be bitched out. It's time for waifu Shinomura to tell her soon-to-be hubby. You know these two are getting together, by the way. They're 100% they're getting married. What else can we do, huh? If you've got another suggestion, let's hear it. Listen, I get it. I do. It's a stunt. There's Sato right there on the bike. Alright, but she's doing that whole waifu shit. You listen to me, finger in the chest sort of idea. I'm not taking any of your shit. Let's go. I love a powerful woman. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a powerful woman telling you when you're being a dick. My wife does it to me every single day. Every woman should be like an Anna or a fucking Zumi, or every woman should be like that. Every woman should just like take no shit and be like, listen, sit down, shut up, and do what I tell you. You gotta give props to that. Now, my wife's not really built that way, but she does the passive-aggressive shit. And I don't like when she does that. I do not like when she does that. Because then it's like, okay, what did I do wrong and how can I apologize so you can stop being a bitch for the rest of the afternoon? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do this whole, like, okay, now I have to play nice, like... Because if she's in a mood because of something I did, it's like, all right, what did I do? Tell me, yell at me, and then we'll move past this so I can enjoy watching the movie. Like, I don't want to sit there and you fuming for 4.5 hours. Just say what you're going to say. Let's get it out in the open so we can move on and go have a nice dinner or a nice time, right? Like, otherwise I feel like I'm tiptoeing the rest of the day and it's just a waste of time. You know? That's what I don't like. She does that sometimes. Not all the time, but once in a while when she does that, it pisses me off because it's a waste of an afternoon. If I pissed her off at lunchtime, I don't hear about it, and that's the problem. I don't hear about it, but it's there, lingering, in the air for the next 6 hours. And it's like, how am I supposed to enjoy my next 6 hours? How are you? You're sitting there fuming. I'm sitting there tiptoeing around you. Very stupid. I don't like passive aggressiveness, even though I do it too. So, let's see. So they notice Sato. He notices them. Okay, Sato, he's coming this way. Pull out the trank gun. Yeah, let's go. Bang, bang, bang. All right, shooting at them. Let him get close. Yeah, they got to with the trank gun. And, he's going for it. And aim. And no. Oh, damn. She got shot in the head. She down. Shinomura. And then, the gun's empty. Sato's going forward. Tanaka picks up the gun. It'd actually be nice if it wasn't Nagai or Kato or somebody. That Tanaka. It would be poetic if Tanaka or Shinomura just randomly out of nowhere. These like, not main characters, but not the main characters. Just boom. And they be the ones to stop Sato. I'd be good with it. Tanaka picks up the gun. Ugh. Huh? There's Tanaka. Ready. Let him get in nice and close. I just told you that. I mean, fair point. Sato, you'll never control me again. What? What happened? Take her easy, Tanaka. Puts his hand up. I've come to save you. He's not gonna pull the trigger, is he? Because he owes him. I want to be mad at him. We have every right to be mad at him. It's sort of like how we're all mad. Poor Chris Pratt, man. Like, he's the reason. I mean, we got Endgame out of it, so I don't know why people are mad. But, like they were going to stop Thanos, and he just couldn't keep it. And, like, slam, punching Thanos in the face and stuff. Yeah. It's one of those situations where it's like, you're like, no, just shoot him. Just do this, just do that. Everything will be fine. But emotions running high here. This is a high adrenaline, high emotional moment. I hate that this isn't the end, that he just doesn't take the shot. But in the same way that Star-Lord, I understand if I found out that Gamora was dead. Listen, Gamora is one of my favorite characters in the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy is like this out-of-place Firefly Star Wars story inside of comic books that makes no sense. But it's such a fucking fun ride. And the Gamora shit, man, I get it. I fucking understand it. People hated it. I was sitting there too, like, no, they can defeat Thanos if you just keep it in. You can beat the ever-loving shit out of him in 5 minutes. Just give 5 more minutes, you know? But, yeah, he's not going to shoot him. God damn it. No, I've come to save you, and boom, he drives by. Huh? Says Shinomura. What are you? And he hates himself. Yeah, Tanaka hates himself. He hates himself for it. But remember, he's the one who came and saved him. At the end of the day, regardless why he did it, and regardless what he has done since, Tanaka wasn't it 3 or 5 years? Either way, years of his life tortured endlessly, hour by hour, day by day, 365. And this is the man who saved him. He can't pull that trigger. I mean, you have to understand that. I get it. I get it 100%. That does not make Tanaka a bad person. It's no different when you talk about people in toxic relationships or people in abusive relationships. Let's take it a step further with abusive relationships. When people get into that situation, and you can, as a friend, you can point out all the red flags because they are either insecure or they're in love or there's a multitude of reasons. They're not going to see that. They need to discover that for themselves, and it's very difficult. Even if you're like, I've experienced this myself with a friendship that I've talked about many times. It's one of those things where I was friend. You don't see the toxicity. You don't see the using. You don't see it. And it takes many. It's not easy to just turn it off. As Rambo once said, you don't just turn it off, and it's true. You don't be in love with someone for 5 years and then all of a sudden can just be the like completely shut off from them and stuff like that. That's what psychopaths and sociopaths can do, because they don't make that connection in the first place. We as human beings, generally speaking, once we form that connection, it's very hard to break it, and we look past a lot of that shit. And this is what is happening to Tanaka right here, is that he's had a very shitty relationship with humans. And this was the guy who came out and saved him at the end of the day. It's sort of like a child and a parent. Your parent's a piece of shit, and you find that out, but he was always good to you. He's not a nice person. Your dad's not a good person. Your mom's not a good person. But you can't just so easily cut off that connection. You know, they're still your dad. They're still your mom. And no matter how many bad decisions they make, there's a lot of nice uplifting stories about that. In this particular instance, it's a gray area. So I'm very much on. I'm not going to be harsh on Tanaka with this because it makes a lot of sense, you know. And let's see what she does. Shinomura, all right. She notices. She knows. She just put his. He's crying. I'm assuming he's crying, and she puts the hand on the shoulder in a level of understanding. That is a very nice moment. Very nice moment. Now in an abridged series, this would be like, just fuck already, Christ, you know, it'd be one of those. But yeah, it's a very nice moment. A level of understanding from her is nice. So let's see. He's rushing. So we're back with the guy still rushing forward. Bang, 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 taking shots to get to the glass. Jumping out of the window. Jumps over to the next. Damn. Stabbed. Jumped into the next building, but got with some rebar in the chest. Realized he can't rip himself out. Shoots himself in the head to get through the rebar, and then boom, falls down. And he's still going. But he's out of bullets. Oh, damn, because he shot the glass and stuff, of course. Damn. And we're back in the alleyway. Pull back. This is it. All right. You two, take the front. Let's go. All right, the firefighter in Nakano. And, wait, there's the kid looking at him. Kid shaking. Oh. Don't worry. Yeah, be a hero. Let's go. Rushes forward. And Ogura stands there, smoking his last cigarette and waiting. And waiting. And there's... Haha. That's the end of the cigarette. Here they come. It's literally like I said. It's that dude from Hercules. Fuck. I know the actor. He plays Blackbeard in Pirates of the Caribbean. I know his fucking name and I can't think of it. But he's literally... Ogura's literally doing the... You know, the thing. But it looks like they're all starting to disappear. So it's perfect. And... He's literally doing the thing. Hit me, fire arrows. And is he gonna die, or are they gonna disappear in time? And here comes the slash, and we don't see it. We see blood, but we don't see it. Okay, so maybe he's alive, probably dead. I'm gonna go with dead. So Ogura's dead. Very sad. But once again, his ex-wife, his kid's dead. He's been waiting to die. Similar to Tosaki, you can understand where he was coming from. He wanted to die. He didn't want to commit suicide. He basically made his own fate. He chose his own fate. And now it's time. So let's see. Rog. Alright, so they're going forward, Rog, and slam. They slam, the IBM slam into the firefighter and Nakano. And now we have the guy still going forward. Let's jump into chapter 79. We only have a few chapters left. We're almost into the 80s, guys. We're already into past the 2-hour mark, that being said. I would like to I would like to get through. I'd like to get to chapter 80 before I take my next small break, though. So let's see. Wait, they're all black pages. Oh, they're meant to be. My bad. Okay, we're gonna get through this chapter very easily. This is a beautiful shot of an IBM in a real world setting. Interesting shot. But black page. People make fun of Kubo for the heart, and what the fuck is all this? And then, zzz, black page. Zzz, black page. Is it a cell phone? Zzz, zzz, zzz. And, okay, we're in a flashback. I've researched this area a bunch. Alright, it's knocking over the guy. If we get in the water here, we should be able to go out without the current pushing us back. We won't have to go too far either, I think. Are you ready? Totally. That's so? Okay, then, before we jump in... Okay, he's got a thing around his arm. Block your mouth and nose with one arm and hold it steady with the other. Stay vertical, go in straight, feet first, and he jumps. Ugh. And pull. There they go. Alright, so they're tied together with a rope. And splush. What the fuck? Huh? You said you were afraid of heights, but no, you're just a plain old idiot who doesn't like them. Weren't we jumping in? I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong. You're not afraid of heights, you just don't like heights. There's a difference. Like, I don't like spiders. I am afraid of spiders. But I'm not an arachnophobe. My brother literally clenches up like he's an arachnophobe. You could argue there's mild to severe cases of arachnophobia, I guess. But being afraid of something is much different than having a literal phobia in my mind. Like, phobias are people who literally, if a spider's in the room, they can have a heart attack. You know, if I see a spider, I'm like, holy fucking shit. All right, let's deal with this little fucking bastard. And if it's a big bastard, it's like, oh, good, get a fucking thing. Like, but I can still go towards it as long as I can see it. You know, I'm very tactful, and I can slam it with a slipper and shit, you know. Sometimes I try to save them, you know. I try to put them in the Tupperware and throw them outside, but most times I kill those fuckers. They scare me. But that's not arachnophobia. You know, my brother could never, ever. He can't even kill spiders. He can't go near them. So, let's see. You're just a plain old idiot who doesn't like them. Weren't we jumping in? I was explaining the right way to do it. What? A lot of people think it's safe to jump into water. That's why it's like hitting cement at one point. But it can be more dangerous than you might expect. Yep, it can. In general, they say you're safe up to heights of maybe 20 feet. Yeah, more than about 20 feet or so, but it's very easy. If you belly flop in 15 feet, you can easily shatter bones. Like, I've seen people jump off bridges of like 30 odd feet, and if you jump properly, it's fine. But I've also seen people belly flop from like 12, 15 feet, and they've actually broken bones. Fractured their ribs and shit. Hey, that's how high the cliff was. Fine. It's fine if we die, isn't it? If we die immediately. Good point. From a height of over about 70 feet, the impact is no different from hitting solid ground. Actually, they compare it to hitting concrete. Not even ground, but literal cement. Literal concrete. You go wham! And you're fucking dead. Let's see. It's almost unheard of to survive a fall of over 250 feet. I believe one person did, but he said almost unheard of. That should turn your bones and your organs into mush, killing you instantly. That'd be fine. Good. He's making points, yeah. But the worst case scenario for a demi-human is passing out. Plenty of people drown even though they can swim. This is true. Tides, currents, undertow. After jumping in from just a few feet up. Yeah, that's true. Do you know why? Because they pass out after hitting the water. It's true. My dad actually got thrown in the harbor by a forklift. And I think I've told this before. Suffice to say, it was in February or January, and the cold water woke him up. Because it was so freezing. He got slammed into the... He got smacked in the face. passed out, slammed into the water, and the cold water woke him up. And so he woke up and under the water, and he got himself up to the surface. He would have died. He actually, the fact that it was in January, if it was in the summer, my dad probably would have drowned. Almost 99% sure he would have drowned. My dad's an excellent swimmer. But he, like what Nagai is saying is absolutely right. Like, you can die from a few feet up. It's so easy. Like, we've been talking about this whole stream. Dr. Ogre's son hit a telephone pole. That sounds funny in theory. It's like, a kid smacked into a window, smacked into a pole. He hit his head in the wrong way, and it killed him. You know? It's so easy for humans to die. Let's see. Hit the surface the wrong way and the impact can make you black out. True. It's also possible for water to get in your airway and cause you to lose consciousness due to parasympathetic reaction. Yeah. Or if water gets into your ear canals, it can throw off your sense of balance, causing you to faint. Indeed. There's something called the diving reflex too. Yeah, I've heard of this. Your heart rate drops when your face is submerged in cold water, and if that reaction is strong enough, it can cause you to lose consciousness as well. And never forget about the possibility of spinal injuries from hitting your head on the bottom. It happens a lot in pools. It can even result in quadriplegia. Yeah, it does. A lot of people, they hit their end in the shallow end of a pool, and boom, they're quadriplegic for the rest of their life. And in order to mitigate these risks, I was going to tell you to not do some kind of weird pose when you jumped in. And life must be tough for you. His response: we demi-humans aren't supermen or monsters. We're regular people who just can't die. Yes, those examples I gave you might be rare. It not as rare, uncommon, sure, but some of those aren't that rare. Shallow end of a pool is usually a big culprit. It'd be hard to live life if you were always worried about those kinds of things. Yeah, it's like worrying about brain aneurysms. Brain aneurysms scare the fucking shit out of me. Okay? Brain aneurysms scare me. Because it can happen at any time. And there's no control, there's no rhyme, no reason. They're absolutely terrifying. But worrying about that all the time, you'd never live life. But they can happen, yep. No matter how low the probability, no matter how healthy body and mind are, the human physical system is still susceptible to all these kinds of things. Speaking the very harsh facts, and what we're about to attempt could all end in ruin. Thanks to even the tiniest mistake. That's what we're getting ourselves into here. We need to consider even the smallest details and stay calm and level-headed. If we don't, hey, you keep on talking, but what is it you're trying to say? Give it to me in a way a high school dropout can understand. One line. All right, let's hear it. And he's pissed. I want to win no matter what. You know what? That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. And Ajin, final volume, Demi-Human. Let's go. In a way a high school dropout can understand. I mean, I want to win. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, so let's jump right into this. And boom. Okay, they're still blocking the alleyway. Rog and thump. They hit the wall and he notices something. Wait. Yeah, they are disappearing. I'm still under the impression maybe Ogura is alive. Because, yeah, they were dissipating and now, wait a minute, what? And they're just falling into them. Huh? And here, the flood is finally going away. Whoosh, whoosh, everywhere. They're all finally disappearing. We're seeing all the shots of them disappearing. Even the one in the yep. Not gonna, sees him. It's like a... Oh man, this one actually looked like he took the form of a human skull. And there's the jaw and everything. And gone, once again, trying to create immortal bodies. It's over. They survived. Good. I'm actually kind of happy about that. And Ogura wakes up. Looks. Oh, he got stabbed, but that was it. Huh? Alright, so he literally is the dude from Hercules who's like, bam, 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 bam. Huh? He literally did the Hercules thing. I swear to Christ, Ajin, they must have seen that movie. They must have seen that. That is literally shot for shot the same fire arrow thing happening. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't have any comments. So, still, once again, I've already said it once, but I'll say it again. Thank you very much for the 3 likes, guys. I very much appreciate it. Let's, yeah. So, why don't we... So, we got chapter 80. We have 5 chapters left to read. And we will be reading them on this stream. 100%. 100%. Hat hair. Isn't that fun? But yeah, so what we'll end up doing then is I'm just going to take a quick leak, and then we should be able to get through. I don't know if we'll get through all 5 before I have to take one more break, but we'll break right here. I'll take a leak, because near beer, it's not as bad as regular beer, but near beer I still, and not to get too detailed, it doesn't really matter, but I have bad kidneys, so me holding in my piss is not a good idea. I know people make fun of it because I drink on stream and stuff like that a lot, or I did, but it's actually I have really bad kidneys, so as a result I do have to, like, I'm not supposed to hold it sort of idea. You know how they always tell you as a kid, like, hold it? Yeah, no, I have my grandmother's kidneys, so I should probably take a piss right now, and then we might get through all 5 if they're action packed, but if they're not, I assume that we're gonna, focus. So yeah, so we'll be right back. Oh, sorry, Miss said, how are you liking this final stretch thus far? I love it. I'm actually incredibly happy. I said when I began this series, I said that an 84 chapter series, even if it's longer chapters, is definitely not going to fall victim to the shonen ending series. And at the beginning of the stream, I said that I don't expect it to be a bad ending with no curveballs thrown into the mix. And so far, it's been very entertaining. It's been very exciting. And I can honestly say, like, some of these chapters have been some of my favorite chapters. It's ending stronger than it began, I think. I really do. I think, in all honesty, the series has only gotten better. It was 5, 6 out of 10 when it started, and I'd easily say this is a 7.5 out of 10 now. So my opinion of the series has only gone up, not down, since beginning it. So yeah, I've really enjoyed the final stretch so far. It's been very good. And now we have 5 chapters left, 80 to 84. So we will be right back, as I said. And yeah, so I don't need the hat anymore. Fuck it. You guys have seen my hair in worse states. So yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll be right back, and then I will continue. Okay. We're back. And with no other comments, I think we're good to go. So, chapter 80, we have Sato driving through the village. Okay. And then there's Nakano and his group getting out of the alleyway finally with the anti-Demi squad and the civilians, and the place is just a wreck. It's just a mess. Like, look at the destruction. God damn, it's like, yeah, we won, but... well, we haven't won yet, but we've won, but look at all the devastation. Like, god damn. Chapter 80, the one. Of course, Neo is here to save us. And then, so let's see. Oh, wait. She's not with Tanaka anymore? Okay, so Shimomura went off on her own. Why didn't she just kill herself then? If she, like, look, she's sweating so much. Where am I? Huh? Notices somebody dead there with a cell phone. First off, let's get to read on our situation. We're back to the anti-Demi. So where did she leave Tanaka, and why is she so beat? Like, reset your stamina. Or maybe she doesn't know her stamina gets reset. Like, that seems more like Sato's game. Let's see. First off, let's get a read on our current situations with the anti-Demis. You two head to the fueling station where the explosion occurred. You two head underground. Gather whatever information you can. And the cell phone is ringing or something? Or no? Looking at something. BBC News Japan. The British Broadcasting Center in Japan? What? Or BBC meaning something else. Let's see. Notice something. Hey, look at this. Watching the news. This is a photograph of the helicopter that took off from Irama base. Multiple eyewitnesses have reported that the demi-human Sato was on board. It appears that Sato has escaped the base. The quality's too low. It doesn't tell us anything. And then visit Skype 03 has joined the conference call. Mrs. Izumi. Sorry, my phone broke and I couldn't get in contact. Sato left the base on a helicopter, but I lost him. Yeah, I saw. What kind of helicopter? Blue with Mitsu something. Is it a Mitsubishi helicopter? That'd be hilarious. Mitsubishi now makes helicopters. Written on the side. And Augusta A109E. Oh, geez, of course they would know. High top speed, long range, it can easily make it out of the country. In other words, Sato's no longer anywhere near here. Except that's not the case. So they're all... Wait. Izumi, firefighter, anti-demis. Listen up. New orders, everyone. Detain all restrained... Wait. Detain all restrained demi-humans? All restrained ones. Okay, he's not restrained. Do not let your guard down. Fair. And one more thing. Begin preparations for withdrawal. Huh? What are you talking about? Let's go find Sato. Well, no, it's not their job anymore. They're Japan's security. They even have fighter jets here. Can't we go after him? It's not practical, says Anti-Demi. We also need to make sure his allies are in secure custody. That is true. Remember, Sato might be the ringleader and the crazy one, but it is very dangerous. Any demi-human that is in league with him is very dangerous on their own. They can cause a lot of havoc. Look at what Sato did by himself. You know, they have no way of knowing that Sato, like the other ones, can't be like a miniature Sato. They're in secure custody. Our only option here is to do everything we can given the situation. Yeah, it's fair. No matter how unsatisfying that may be. All right, I hope we get this. I almost don't want to see this guy's face because he's definitely doing a Master Chief here with the visor and stuff. But, which by the way, no, Halo sucks. But the fact of the matter is that he has been such a good character, and we don't know his name, his face, anything, you know? He's just been a great character. The sergeant, the leader of the anti-demis, has been a sound, cooperating, calm, trained individual this entire time. I really like him. Or her. Could be a her. How would you tell? Nakano, the firefighter. You did good back there. Yeah, it feels... It's an empty win. It's not feeling good. And the helicopters touch down. And boom. Sato's made it to the helicopter. The bridge is down, though. He's got no gas, apparently. Just managed to run out of gas. A little convenient, but then again, we're assuming that Buddy on the bike didn't exactly have a full tank. I mean, that he just took it. So he looks. I mean, the bridge is down. So what? It's just a river. I could swim across that in no time. And then he parks it. He looks. He looks over. There's bridges on either side, but they seem to be a little far away. Guess I'll swim. Well, why would you even consider not doing that? And is this really how it ends, says Nakano? No, they're going to kill Sato in the end. If they don't, I will be dissatisfied. What should I do? Nagai. Did that explosion leave you stuck somewhere? Huh? Didn't you see the helicopter? Just on the news, not for real. The guy was dangling off the side. He left with Sato. It's not over. There's more to come, says Nakano. Yeah, he believes in the guy. What are you talking about, says the firefighter. It's not over yet. Mr. Akiyama. Oh, right. Remember what I said? Nothing's going right for me. It's all been a bust. But I'm certain of one thing. Of everything I've done, there's just one time what I can say for sure I did the right thing when I went to meet Nagai. And once again, white backgrounds proving that they are peak. That they are the grass. They are the best. They are the grass. They are the fire. They are the water. They are the all type of Pokemon. They are just... Oof. White backgrounds done right. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Beautiful shot. And then there's Sato. And there's Nagai at the end of chapter 80. Let's go. Let's go. We don't like Nagai. I don't think anybody can say, yeah, Nagai is a good guy. Like, no. No, he is not. Nagai is not a good person. He's not a good person. Is he a better person than Sato? Well, that's a very low bar to set, right? But, yeah. I will easily say that we're still rooting for him. I think that's easily, I think we can honestly say with confidence we are rooting for Nagai. Yeah. I think that's easily stated. Let's see. And Miss has one comment to say before we jump into 81. Miss said, man, I love the anti-Demi guy. Right? That dude is fucking... He's just awesome. And his squad. Yeah, his squad's good too. It's great to see some people with extreme competence. Right! Fuck, I couldn't think of it. Misk has said it. I couldn't think of it. Thank you, Misk. I couldn't think of it. I would have spent 10 minutes trying to find the words, and none of them would have been as right on point as competence. These guys are trained and doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Like, I almost feel like the dudes that Sato took out were not competent in some way. Like, I know Sato's a fucking enigma of power. I get that. But still... this anti-Demi squad is literally taking no shits from anybody, and I'm here for it. Like, that's hence anti-Demi squad. They're supposed to literally be the contingency plan to fight against these, So it makes sense that they are extremely competent. And I'm here for it. They're not making rash decisions. They're not making bad mistakes. They're not overestimating their abilities. They are literally there. Everything they have done has been the correct decision. And I mean, it's good. It's good. Oh shit! Sorry guys. Give me 1 second. I opened up a program by mistake by trying to hit back to the. Come on. Close, you piece of shit. There we go. There we go. It's all good. It's all good. What opened? Oh, my channel and comments for some reason was opened. Wait, Aw, this is so sad. Someone actually made fun of my hair. That's kind of sad. They said L takes, L face, L hair. Like, not the hair. And not the face. I need that for radio. L takes, L reaction, L review, L thoughts, L reader, L face, L haircut. And then L everything, to be honest, disliked, and reported. Reported for what? What did you report me for? For having an opinion? What? Okay. Okay, that's gonna be fun. I am gonna respond to that one passive aggressively, even though I don't like passive aggressiveness. I'm definitely gonna respond to that one with not the face. I need that for radio, and I'll say L everything, to be honest, disliked and reported. You can dislike all you want. That's your opinion. But what did you... I'm literally going to say, what did you report me for? Having an opinion? That's going to be hilarious. Instead of responding to these comments, I should literally make a video where I just go through everyone's comments. That'd just be funny. Just out of curiosity, I just want to see something. Hold on, guys. So, if I want to report, let's see, report a video for sexual content? No. Violent or repulsive content? No. Hateful or abusive content? No. I mean, maybe you could argue it was hateful, but I like the chapter, so... harassment. I don't think thinking that one character can beat up another character counts as hateful. Harassment or bullying? No. Harmful or dangerous acts? No. Misinformation. It's an opinion, so it can't be misinformation. You don't have to agree with anything I have ever said ever on this channel. You'd technically be wrong for a lot of things I've said on this channel, but child abuse? No. Promotes terrorism? No. Spam or misleading? No, I did react to the Jujutsu Kaisen chapter, so it's not that. Infringes my rights. Your rights to be a dick, maybe. And captions issues. I would love to know what they reported me for. That would be fucking hilarious. There's a reason I haven't gotten a notification, because it went nowhere. Yeah, that is hilarious. Okay, because I happened to open that, guys. Sorry about that. We're going to move on back to Ajin. But I just, when I opened the program, it opened up the browser on my last tab. And it was the comment section. Because I meant to respond to these before I started the stream. But I realized how many I had. And I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'll just do the stream and I'll do that later. And the first one I noticed was one I hadn't read. But I want to know, what the fuck do you report me for? Like... sexual content because I'm so fucking sexy, maybe? I don't fucking... like, what the fuck? Oh, man. You know what the best part is? Is that the views are just keep going up on that video. It's fucking hilarious. It's like, you're just helping me. Man, if I made money off of every view, like, I don't monetize, but if I did, I'd make more videos like that. I would literally... I don't know what I did that pissed so many people off, but holy fuck would I make videos like that. Because it's just making me money. Reported for what? Like, seriously, what could you report me for on that video? I don't know. It's hilarious. I'm going to have so much fun with that. I seriously... I should respond to each one. I really should. And I will do that. But I also think I want to make a video now. Like, maybe tomorrow before my... because me and my friend, we're doing a gaming night. Haven't done a gaming night in so fucking long with some friends. So, one of my best friends is coming over. He's going to spend the night. We're going to have, you know, just a great time. Order pizza, that kind of shit. You know, like we're 17 again sort of idea. Trying to feel young. So before that happens tomorrow, maybe I'll make a video just going through each comment. That would just be... just add salt to the wound. Like, really? Like, no. Let's calm this fire down. Fuck that. Let's put gas on this fucking fire. Let's fucking go. I'm good with it. The sad thing is, people think that shit affects me in any way, shape, or form. Like, I am way too old. I am way too old to have fucking random people on the internet fucking bother me. I am way too old for that. All right, so getting back to Ajin. Sorry about that, guys. It's just the comment section really wants some responses, I guess. File 81. He has to cross the river. And let's go. We got the helicopter. There's Sato. He's probably thinking something like, guess I'll swim. He did. It's the natural thought. He can run faster than me and swim faster too. If he jumps in, it's all over. This is my last chance. The last chance I have to get in his way. My last chance to stop him. And the guy is right there. Huff, huff, huff. All right. That's a beautiful shot. These shots have just been hitting everything in this last stretch. Seriously, these have been my favorite chapters of the series as a whole. Like, the ending is not missing. The ending is doing well. Very well. So the guy there, huff, huff. I don't have anything I can use. Well, the IBM. Oh, is he finally going to learn control? Can't form my IBM. Oh, because of the flood, maybe. Probably because there was a flood. I should stop talking. Very boring stream. I could sign language it, I guess. I used to know sign language. This is MNEOP. I used to know the letters of sign language. Can't form my IBM. Probably because there was just a flood. What can I do? I've done, let's see, aim for the back of the neck. He's thinking of everything. So much up to this point. That's a nice shot. But now in this situation, what can I possibly do? So we're basically back to square one when he was thinking about what he could do before Kato drove a fucking bike wheel into Sato's head. We're basically back to square one from that situation. You know? It feels like I've been left with nothing. And he's huffing and puffing, and Sato's all happy and clear as day. And then he's huffing and puffing. And looking at things. There's the scenery, the bridge, the buoys. Huh? He's of course the ocean, the whole river scene, the whole jumping in the ocean is going to matter. More dangerous than you expect, no matter how low the probability they can happen. And he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. This is the kind of thing only an idiot would even consider. He's going to hope... Wait, he's going to push him and hope that he lands wrong in the water? Is that literally your bet? I don't know, but let's see. And then Sato takes a step forward. There he goes. It's over if he jumps in. Calling out won't stop him. It might even make him hurry up. He's walking down the bridge. He'll be at the edge soon. It's now or never, even if whatever I do only has a trivial effect. If I don't start running this very moment, I'll lose even that. I'll never again even have the smallest chance to meddle in his fate. And here he goes, fighting to the end, even if we've got nothing. Once again, that's the message that has been this entire stream. All the chapters has been the message that everything's predetermined, everything's fate. That's what Ogra said. But, however, fighting against fate doesn't make it's, as the guy said, like, that's what an idiot would do. Because if you already know, then what are you supposed to do? But it works. It works. Even if I've got nothing. And then Huff looks, boom, Sato notices him. The guy's there. Huh? So, you already got your memory back? Huh? And then Thop, Sato's gonna run, and here he goes. Damn it! And he's gonna start running, and Sato, oh, he's doing exactly what Nagai said. Like, this is the right way to do it. Oh, let's do it. And step, and running. He's not gonna make it in time, is he? Let's see. Huff. He's running. Yeah, there's no way he can jump in right now. Sato thinking, have we met somewhere before? He's thinking, wait a minute. Is he going to let him? He puts his toe out and he's going to do it. And the guy, huh? Why? Oh. What's going on? Why, says Sato. He's thinking about when he got his memory back. Why don't you have that wound? Wait, I didn't notice that before. He's got the scars on his cheek. He doesn't have them anymore, right? No, he doesn't. Okay. Why doesn't he have that wound? Well, he wouldn't. Why don't you have that wound? Did you reset? Well, we know he did. We watched him do it when he got stabbed by the rebar. No, it didn't look like you suffered a deadly injury. And he's shocked? Huh? He thinks about the gun, really? Oh, is he shocked that he shot himself? Really? Could it be that your memories didn't come back on their own? He knows he shot himself to reset. He's not talking about the rebar. He's talking about, like, literally before. Did you make them come back by killing yourself? So Sato's realized exactly what Nagai did. Nagai's still running forward. Ha ha ha, he laughs. That's what it means to be a demi-human. Look how far you've come. Well done. Yeah, he's impressed. Like, he's impressed by the fact that, because remember, this is the man who puts himself through a wood chipper just to get and infiltrate an enemy base. Dying has zero meaning to Sato at this point. But it still meant something to Nagai. So he was trying to take the human out of him and make him full demi. So, in all of history, there's never been a conflict like this between two demi-humans. I'm sure of it, he says. You know what? You really are a work of art. Huh? And he's going to run forward. And he's going to take it. Oh, he wants to tank this. All right. One more round. He's going to run forward. I don't know what you're hoping for. But this is the final battle. Nagai, what a great shot, man. What a great shot. This is the final battle. Nagai, like I give a shit. Fucking look at those. These two double spreads are just nice. Like the shading and everything is fucking gorgeous. It is really nice. Really nice. Let's open up ourselves another near beer, shall we? Let's open ourselves up a little bit of that near beer. God damn. And he clotheslines Sato. Down into the river they go. And right away he notices something. He's shocked. What is he shocked by? Body heat. Muscle and skin. Yeah. Skeleton inside. Heartbeat. Right. You're not a Superman or a monster. Back to the old line. You can't run from your own physical systems, nor can you resist gravity. Yeah. What are you hoping for, Nagai? Thinks Sato. Even this doesn't amount to more than a huge gamble. He thinks about something? Could it be? What could it be? Man, these spreads just going hard. Fine. I'll take that bet. Let's go. Sato, like, ha, ha, ha. Boom, the final battle, Sato. You're just a human being. So he's going to try. So is the idea that that's what he's going for is a huge gamble? It's like, what are you doing? Is this just a game? You're actually going to gamble it. You're going to gamble all of this. It's a high risk gamble too. Like, damn, you're just a human being. Chapter 81 over. Let's jump in. Let's go. Let's see. What did Miss say? That comment section was one of the most brutal I've seen. Once again, I think I already read that, but once again, I have no idea why. What did I do to piss off so many people? Yuji's B-tier fighter, Sukuna 15 fingers in Megumi's body, is fucking S-tier. I'm sorry about that. Was it? I don't know what I did. Miss said, just some great spreads. These are fantastic spreads. These are so good. Miss said, I love that spread of his face changing. It's so good. It is so good. He's like, it's like Joker smile. Let's go. All right, I'll take that bet, motherfucker. And Miss said, and that last smile, just perfect. Yeah, with no teeth, just the simple, yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go then. Let's see what we got here in chapter 82. So we're in flashback mode, even though this is just happening. The IBM is getting out of the helicopter and disappearing. And the guy notices it. And sploosh into the water they go. And the IBM also jumped into the water, fell into the water, and silent. And the guy notices. And alright, so flashback to helicopters. Oh, we're in Vietnam with Sato. When he got his cross, when he became Kenshin, Himura Kenshin, the Batosai, and he got his scar. And then back when he was playing the video games. And then back when he fought against all these guys, and he played Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom, as it was known, Nintendo, the Super Nintendo. And then he was playing Xbox, and then the trank guns, and this and that, and fighting against Nagai at the hospital, and all the stuff that happened. Everything leading up. Fighting against the bodyguards. Fighting against the man, the myth, the legend in a fist fight. Let's go. And then, which, once again, I'm curious, like, if you didn't kill him, but you beat him into unconsciousness, wouldn't that have worked? I'm still a little pissed off that he didn't just, like, yeah, he might be immortal. I didn't kill him, but he's unfucking conscious right now because I beat his skull in. Like, I feel like Hirosawa could have done it. Though then again, Sato is a trained, like, just as trained as he is. So he's remembering everything, all the lead up, and then the F-14. Revving up your engines, listen to the high to know. Highway to the danger zone. We still got our highway to the danger zone in this stream. Let's go. I hurt so many eardrums with that one, but I don't care, because highway to the danger zone. Just so we're clear, I can't sing, but also I'm trying my best to actually, with not being able to sing, and I'm trying not to sing. I'm trying to go as high pitch, as nasally as possible with that too. I can't sing regardless. My voice isn't that nice. You guys listen to it. I don't know why my voice sucks, but yeah. Just so we're clear. And then we see Sato in the back. Man. Now that was fun. Says his IBM as it disappears. So this is everything from the IBM's. This is everything from the IBM's perspective. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Actually, I didn't even notice that. This is everything from the IBM's perspective. Man, that was fun. Disappears, Nagai down into the ocean or the river's depth. File 82 at the end of the journey. Nagai unable to complete call on Skype of all things. Well, Skype is pretty universal. You know, you don't need to remember a phone number if you have that. So let's see. Where's the battle? Yeah, Nakano wants to fight. You have to tell me. And everyone's, Nakano, it's over. And then he's, yeah, damn it. And then, he notices something over there. Oh, is he going to send up particles? Is that what he's going to do? Send up the particles like he threatened before? The guy is calling us from over there. Says the firefighter. Oh. Shinomura notices. The anti-Demi notices. How can you tell? I just can. That's how I found the guy on the very first day, too. He sent up the particles! Call the chopper. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Alright, let's go. And boom, 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 and boom, they're forward. Alright, so they landed. So thankfully, we're not wasting time. They're already at the site. Around here. Nagai! Sato's helicopter spotted. Stay alert. I don't see anyone. Nagai, where are you? Shinomura's there. Looking. They're all wondering. And then boom, out of the water. And then he's dragging. There he is. And he's got Sato with him. But wait, is he betting on the fact that he's ever drowning? Like, I'm still a little curious. I hope it's explained, but how did this kill Sato? Or did it make him a quadriplegic? Because can't he just shoot himself? Well, if he's a like, once he kills himself, he's back to normal, isn't he? So, like, how did this kill him? Because, yeah, you die, but once you pump the lungs, once the water's out of the lungs, he's back to normal. So I hope they explain exactly how he's dead. Unless I missed something. So, alright. He drags him. Seemingly unconscious or dead body. No way, says the firefighter, Shinomura. Nagai, ready tranquilizers. We're taking Sato in. Okay, so I assume he's not dead, but he's internally drowned, he's passed out, he's something, so we gotta trank him. He's unconscious, but he's not dead. But I'm curious what happened. From what I can see and feel, I don't think he's play acting. He's really out. Alright, so he lost. So the idea is he blacked out. So that's what I'm gathering, is that he blacked out because of the hit to the water and stuff. It knocked him out. So he's unconscious. So he can't reset because he's not dead. He's really out. And then holy shit, that sniper rifle is stupid. That is a stupid sniper. That's miles away. Holy shit. Good for you, man. And then, man. Now that was fun, said Sato. Nice send-off. Now I get it, he says, No matter how extreme the situation, our lives are never on the line. We can do things normal people can't do. Go places they can't go. Things we've never even dreamed of becoming possible. And we've actually done some of them. There's a certain joy in that. Alright, so he's finally starting to understand Sato. But this isn't a game. Alright. And then the world comes crashing down. Sometimes I might skip school. Or take the long way home. But the idea of doing something just for fun I hate it. I really do. I mean, you're a bit of a killjoy. Doing something just for fun? I'm literally reading manga for fun. I am making no money off of doing this. I could be cooking. I could be doing something productive. This is not productive in any way, shape, or form, reading this manga. I don't make money off of streaming, so I'm not making money. I'm not doing anything, you know. But I'm doing it because I enjoy it. So you, Nagini, you need to, yeah. Let's see. Everything I've done during all of this, all the schoolwork I did, even my goal of becoming a doctor, I take it all seriously. I take my life seriously. Interesting way to get to that message, but fair. And Sato fades away. This isn't a goddamn joke. All right. Nice spreads here. Nice, very, very nice. All right. And then the outshot sort of idea. 916 Inarama City, Saitama Prefecture. Sato taken into custody. End of chapter 82. All right. So we only have 2 chapters left to get through. As I said, we're at the 3-hour mark. Might take my last break here. Let's see. Miss said, yeah, those two had similar skills and physique, but Hirasawa was in the middle of bleeding out. That's true. And he did get his shit kicked. So, Miss said, finally, Sato's 50-plus year long game has come to an end. It really has. Miss said, as long as he's unconscious for now, they can permanently restrain him in that time. That's true. So he's knocked out. Miss said, he wasn't under long enough to drown. He just passed out from hitting the water like the possibilities Nagai explained. Yeah. I sort of gathered that he blacked out. He took the gamble on that he would black out and he wouldn't recover his consciousness in time before they could trank him, restrain him, all that. Miss said, and that's the ultimate difference between Sato and Nagai. Yeah. Miss said, Sato can do anything without consequence, so he doesn't take his life seriously. He literally treats his life like a game. Nagai, even despite being very much the same as him, takes his life very seriously. Nothing is a game to him. Yeah. I think both extremes are bad. You know, like, and a level-headed individual should be more like, yeah, a little bit of combination of both, but still. Nothing is game to him, yeah. Justin's in here and says, so I stuff to do. Well, sure. Just said, look, I'm here. Hi, Justin. Hey, we got 4 likes. Did you just add that like? I appreciate it. I very much do. Okay, so we have 2 more chapters to get through. As I said, I think since we're past the 3-hour mark, I'm going to take my final break before getting through the last 2 chapters, and then we'll finish this off. But it's been a very good run. This has been probably one of my favorite streams for a while. Miss said, welcome, Justin. You're here just before the end. Indeed. Justin said, how do you feel about the manga as a whole? Who's your favorite character? Who is your least fave? My favorite character was probably Dr. Ogura. How did I feel about the manga as a whole? 7 out of 10. Very solid. Better ending than when it began. It's been going up, not down. That's great. Least favorite character. The woman who's apparently a Demi who was talking trash on the TV. Her. Who's like, yeah, no, nobody saw anything. Yeah. So, yeah. Miss said, actually, it's just 1 chapter left. Wait, what? I thought there was 84 chapters of the series. Nah, shit, there is 80. I gotta change the thumbnail and everything. For once, I had the thumbnail done before I have to update it, and now it's wrong. Fuck's sakes. Shit. Okay, so we have 1 last chapter to get through. Alright, so I'm still gonna take a break, because I don't want to rush through it, and I do have to pee. So we'll be right back, and then we'll read chapter 83, and then we'll be officially done, and we can chat about the series a little bit, and go from there. I still hope that fucking bitch who was trying to pass the bill on Demi-Human still gets her comeuppance. I want to see that. I want to see that. Yeah. So, anyways, we'll be right back, guys, and then we'll finish off the series. Very good series. 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. Easy. Easy 7.5. I won't quite give it an 8. Because the main character is still dislikable. Like, I'm not the hugest fan of the main character. But he's got his moments. So, you know. But, anyways, we'll be right back. Alrighty. Alright, let's get through chapter 83. Miss said, actually just one chapter left. Miss said sad, and also I feel like her turning out to be a demi-human herself was enough comeuppance. Yeah, but now, like, why don't we pass that bill and put her under fucking restraints? Like, that bitch deserves a lot more. You know what I mean? Like that's not good enough. She's literally gets to be immortal for the rest of her days when she was the one. It's sort of like if a racist character finally finds out that they're black, all of a sudden or whatever, and then it's like, you're going to hide this. And then for the rest of their days, they still get to live as a white person with the white privilege. And it's like, that's not comeuppance. They find out that they're actually black, but the rest of the world doesn't know, and they continue to be a fucking white racist bigot. Nah, see, that's not comeuppance to me. Maybe that's a bad analogy. I don't know. Anyways, chapter 83, let's go. Final chapter of Ajin. Sato is being, of course, locked away in some binder thing. Looks like it's got a timer thing on it. Is he being hand soloed? This is an experimental casket for transporting demi-humans. Alright. It's made of a special alloy and allows for zero movement. No, yeah, so they hand soloed him. You can also adjust the tranquilizer dose externally. Let's go. We've conducted a thorough body search. He had nothing concealed on his person. So long as he's in here, he can't do a thing. Alright, there we go. And let's see. So they're taking him off. So it's over. Yeah. Mr. Akiyama, what do you do now? I want to see my family. I never told my wife that I was going to meet Sato. She must be worried. I want to give her a proper apology. Yeah. Seriously, my wife would fucking... You know what she would do exactly... You know what the most realistic that type of situation I ever saw was in The Dark Knight. When James Gordon... Spoilers. When James Gordon comes back from the dead and then he shows up on the doorstep. I'm sorry, I couldn't risk your safety. First thing she does is slap the shit out of him and then fucking start crying and hugging him. That is the most real. My wife would beat the living shit out of me if I pulled a stunt like that on her. She'd beat me till I was black and blue and then start crying her ass off for like 3 days. That's exact, and that is the most, and that is fair. That is fair game, and I agree with it 100%. Yeah, firefighter, you're gonna get the shit kicked out of you for this. Want to give her a proper apology? Oh yeah, how many days of work have I missed? The boss is gonna be pissed. I should apologize to you too, Nakano, huh? Asking you for help with something this insane. It's fine, really. If anything ever comes up, you can always count on me. Same to you. Oh, nice. They shake it out good. And the guy's just watching as Sato goes away. Excuse me. Where are you taking Sato, says Nagai? How will you hold him and control him? And... No, it's fine. I don't even want to know. Yeah, he's just done. He's done with the situation. And anyway, I trust you guys. Get back. It's dangerous. I mean, that's a nice send-off from the anti-Demi squad. We're taking off. Yeah, like it matters to them, but still, the fact that he said, I think that has a really nice meaning behind it. Get back. It's dangerous. For a human, they know they're demi-humans, but he's still concerned. Like, he doesn't want to... I like this. I really like that. I can read deep into that. We're demi-humans, you know. Oh, Nagai actually said it. And he's turning. Kei Nagai, thank you for your assistance. See, I feel like this scene, in all honesty, it could have ended with the we're taking off thing. Get back, it's dangerous part. They didn't need to mention we're demi-human stuff. I think that sort of takes away from that moment. I like the left up to the metaphors and the interpretation part, but I mean, it's fine. It's what it is. And oh wait, they're gonna take their helmet off. And who is? Oh, you sons of bitches! Never gonna show us. And then boom. This just in. We're doing news report. Received word of Sato's capture, thought to be behind the terrorists responsible for thousands of known deaths. Demi-human known as Sato has been captured. Extra, extra. According to Saitama police, the remains of the Demi-human Control Commission's Yu Tosaki were live on the scene. Inside this prison van are 3 demi-humans, including Takahashi, who allegedly was part of the terrorists. A separate holding facility from Sato. Tanaka remains at large. Oh, that's good. Tanaka's still out. Diet member Himako Tachibana. Oh, yeah, that fucking bitch. Who spearheaded the new demi-human control bill was discovered to be a demi-human. There's the comeuppance I was looking for. Yep, we got the comeuppance. In order to reconsider the content of the bill, it has been temporarily scrapped. Schools have reopened in the Arama city. Evidence of wrongdoing within demi-human control information has been released. This proves Mr. Tosaki's allegations to be true. And regarding the group of armed, black-clad figures reportedly seen inside Arama base at the time, former Colonel Koma has remained silent. Due to the lack of cases, our current demi-human laws were created without sufficient debate. I mean, that is probably the smartest thing you've heard a character say in this whole series. Due to the lack of cases, our current demi-human laws were created without sufficient debate. You know, because literally the internet, laws to this day have failed to catch up to the internet, and any bill or law that has been passed have only been, they haven't been good. They haven't, they haven't actually accounted for anything when it comes to the internet. So that's a true case in real world, and it's a true case here. We saw much rumor, spelt wrong, and speculations as the Sato incident unfolded. One wonders what this new law will look like. They weren't human beings, they were monsters. Numerous eyewitnesses report from Irama base that day. Black monsters. Rumors, still spelt wrong. Multiple bodies that seem to have been ripped apart. It seems most likely that they died after being struck by flying debris from an explosion. First off, not a single video of any of this has surfaced. If all this monster nonsense is true, how could we possibly be the case in this day and age? Shared hallucinations are frequent occurrences in groups that have become overcome with mass hysteria. Yeah, they're trying to explain away the IBMs. Materials left by Mr. Tosaki indicate that the demi-human Kei Nagai assisted in Sato's arrest. His whereabouts remain last sighted in Irama City. I'm sure Kei's parents are worried about him. No, they're really not. The dad's not dead, is he? Where's the dad? This just in. We've just received a report that the demi-human known as Sato has died. Oh, of old age? A prison guard discovered his body early this morning from inside the facility where he was being held. Some experts hold that demi-humans can indeed die of old age. Would this be the first time anywhere in the world that... Isn't this a conspiracy? What exactly, or who was Sato? It seems the current... This is so accurate of the way all these different news outlets and places would report these things. And the talk shows and the bullshit, the interviews. It seems that the curtain has fallen all too soon on these mysterious events. Next up, in other news, a zoo in Sapporo has introduced its adorable new polar bear cub to the public for the first time. See, the world moves on. It really does. It's kind of scary in that sense that once it's over, it's done, He reacted happily to the excited cheers and a contest to a name, which opened in Tokyo, has become. Oh man, I could go for some ramen or something, whatever they're eating right now. I could go for that. I could go for a rice dish right now. I could go. Yeah, some rice would be good. My dad made a pork curry today. And anybody who knows how to make curries, anybody who says you can make curry in 3 hours is a complete fucking idiot. Curry takes at least 4 hours to make. You can make it in 20 minutes. For the flavors to meld, it takes 4 hours. Easy. You don't start a curry at 5 and expect to eat at 7. Sorry. It just doesn't happen. You can. It's not ready. It's just not ready. It's like a chili. You start a chili in the morning to eat it for supper. You don't make chili in an hour and then say, all right, guys, it's ready. No, it's not. It's not ready. It's ready in 20... In all honesty, it's like shepherd's pie. That shit is ready the next day, But I could really go for a rice dish. I could go for a curry. Let's see. Which opened in Tokyo, has become widely popular. Tokyo said, all right, so a bunch of bullshit. And then we're looking forward. Final file as long as it lasts. And then who's this? Hey. Turns around. It's Tanaka. I told you these two would get married. They're getting married. And I don't know if I love her new haircut. I think I prefer the old one. Definitely his haircut he's definitely got a receding hairline like yours truly. But I don't know. It's always end of series for some reason. Everyone goes to the beauty salon. Everybody goes to the barber at the last chapter of any series. Everyone goes to the barber for some reason. It's so weird. Been a while. It's been a while? No. You two are supposed to be married. Oh, didn't recognize you with that haircut. All right, fair. There we go. It's been acknowledged. Fourth wall breaking. Like you're one to talk. Also fair. You really came. You told me back then to be here today, didn't you? So what is it? You told me to be here today. Oh, all right. So this is planned. So what is it? Here. All the documents you need to create your new identity. Use them. Oh, that's nice. What's all this? Yeah, I'm glad he got away. Mr. Tosaki made them for us. Guess he did it, even though he really didn't have the time. Aww. Look, I'm not a Shinomura anymore either. And looks at the card. Ha! Tosaki sure half-assed it. Come on, you're not this old. Excuse me? That's my actual age on there. What? Oh, this is... Alright, this is nice. You're not that old. Wait, what? Yeah, you are? What? Alright, let's go. There's only about a 3-year difference between us. That's actually me and my brother. My wife's a year older than me. Well, actually, she's only 4 months older than me. But always date older women, people. Older women are just better. Older women will always be better. They always have. They always will be. Though then again, my dad's a year older than my mom, and mom's pretty great. So, let's see, girls sure look young these days. I mean, something to be said for that, because I've had this argument many, many times, but like, you drive down the street and you see a woman in like today's clothing and stuff like that, and it's like have you ever seen those TikTok videos where people are like, hey, nice melons and stuff, and it's that joke video, and it's like, excuse me, I'm 16, and it's like, she looks 23. Like with today's makeup and the way that teenagers are allowed to dress and stuff like that, like I'm not big on dress codes, but like, if you dress and look like you're 23, and then all of a sudden some fucking poor like 19-year-old hits on a 16-year-old, I feel bad for the 19-year-old for not like literally you got to check everybody's ID now to be like, hey man, she looks kind of cute. She's 15. Fuck, I feel like like I don't know. I'm just saying, you can't tell anymore. Before, when I was 15, a 15-year-old girl looked 15. Okay, even if they had tits, they still looked 15. Now, 15-year-olds look like they're 20, and it's like, what the fuck? What happened? So some 15-year-olds, like, clearly you're in high school, you're in junior high or something, but yeah. No, I'm with Tanaka on this one. Today's women, it's like, okay, a 50-year-old can look like they're in like 33, and a fucking 13-year-old can look like they're fucking 23. So it's all over the map sometimes, man. Let's see. Excuse me, that's my actual age on here. What? Girls sure look young these days. Again, we're about the same age. Well, it's the least he could have done for us, asshole. I wish you wouldn't badmouth him in front of me. See, this is proper communication. She doesn't like something he said. So, she's telling him, I did not like what you said. It's like open and honest communication. Even my wife is bad at it sometimes, and I'm bad at it sometimes. And she's a doctor in this field of behavioral analysis, so she knows better. But practicing what you preach is sometimes the hardest thing to do, right? So at least he could have done for us, asshole. And then I wish you wouldn't have badmouthed him in front of me. I owe him my life. That's true. He looks sorry. See? And there's the proper guy response. Don't try to justify it. Just put your head down. Sorry. It's very easy. It's a 5-letter word. It's so easy to say. You don't need to... And I'm very guilty of this. This is my worst thing. Anytime my wife brings something up, I try to defend it. Stop defending it. Just put your head down and say you're sorry. It's so much easier. Even if you don't think you're wrong, she does. So just, let's get going. Huh? Oh, well, are they going to meet up for a party? I'm heading back. Got a place to go? No. Well, then where are you heading back to, Tanaka? I've been moving around. Come to my place. Let's go. All right. Is it on? Is it on like Donkey Kong? Come to my place. Huh? Yeah, great response. What's wrong? You should wait a while before you go wandering. You can stay with me till things settle down. They're totally gonna fuck. Hurry up. It's cold. Fine then. Let's go. You two definitely getting married. Let's see. Did you play hooky again? Oh, it's Ogre time. I'm healthy. Why run tests on me? That's not the issue. And then, there's Ogre. He's there. He's having a smoke. In the smoking area in America. What? Hey, you're back? You should have said something, huh? We were just so heartbroken when we saw the obituary, and we were so happy when we heard you were actually still alive. That's so. Right? Looks. Oh, is he having tears in his eyes? Oh, the punk. The fucking Aaron Paul doctor dude is fucking sitting there like, are you crying? Of course not. Wow, can you believe it? Jim's crying. I'll fucking kill you. Go ahead. I mean, you know what? Demi human humor. Last start, man. Alright, this is great. They're chatting. That pain in the ass is back, says the big black guy. Still, it sounds like Japan was a real ordeal. Not really. It was fun. You really shouldn't say that. Pulls out another smoke, huh? And he notices. Smoking some other strange brand, doctor? Lights up. They're Japanese. Mevius Original. Charcoal filter. I feel like that's supposed to be significant in some way. Like, because they're a Japanese brand or something. But I'm not sure. Chow time. Alright, here we go. And they put up everything. Okay, so here's all the dudes. Yeah, the guys who were caught, the demi-humans, yeah. Hey, alright. I saw on the news. They gave the death penalty to some guy who murdered 7 people. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So what about us? Well, they can't kill you. Hence the problem. And then there's the IBM inside. Oh, again, he ran away. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, he's still a fucking psycho. Don't look so down, you guys. Enjoy the situation. Ha, 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 ha. No, alright, he's just still a psycho fucking crackhead. So sounds like they're releasing us, huh? Like, Kato went back to prison? Like, why? How did he get caught? Yeah, kind of sudden, huh? Well, after something like this happens twice, they probably want us out of here. I mean, yeah, it's like, okay, they can escape. Wait, that's their thing? They can escape prison anyway, so putting them in here is just a bad idea because more people might escape, so we're just gonna let them out. I mean, what do you do once you're out? Work. What? You get reformed or something? I mean, how was he reformed? He wasn't a bad guy to begin with. I still don't know what... He's only in there because he helped a friend. He's not a bad guy. That day, something happened. I heard a loud noise. I'm glad that he's alive, though. I heard a loud noise, and my mouth filled up with blood. I thought I'd died. Can you see this? Huh? Guess that's not it. Alright, so he's not a demi-human. Oh, because he summoned his... Yeah. Then, when I came to, I was in a sewer or something, but my body was totally fine. Just a big bruise on my chest. Doesn't make any sense, nope, but I think it means I need to tone it down. I've never worried about consequences before, but that day I saw over the last wall just a little. There's nothing past it. From start to finish, you don't make a lick of sense, man. What happened that summer? Feels like Kay gave me a final warning. Interesting way to end off his storyline, but alright. So, Akiyama, the residence. Oh, there's the firefighter. And he's gonna go home and... Let me explain. What did I say? What the fuck did I say? I called it. It's the best response you're gonna get. Big old fucking right hook. Boom. And then the crying. Sorry. Tell me inside. And boom. He comes home. That's so nice. That's so sweet. And then, excuse me, we're investigating a theft. Would you mind showing us what's in the bag? Fine with me. Oh, it's Manavi. Everything looks good. Sorry for the trouble. Don't worry about it. With a face like this, I understand. Yeah, all scarred up and stuff, yeah. And they walk away and, he's outside the station, I guess. And then date, time, location, unknown. Okay, where are we? We're in the middle of somewhere. Shift change, okay. Ongoing matters include. Still, why is it our country taking care of this? I've heard rumors spelt run they're considering military uses, but the brass wants to hide it. This whole thing's been a real black eye for the military. So that's it? This facility was designed by a group of experts in the field of cryonics. We can freeze him and maintain him in a state where he's neither dead nor alive. Until the day we figure out how to kill a demi-human, that is. I've heard that demi-humans can die of old age. But so long as he's in here, he's not going to age, right? Oh, I mean, that's fair. If you cryogenically freeze someone, they're never going to age. So they're never going to die. This facility is guaranteed to remain operational for the next 200 years. I love the guarantees. They're never guarantees, but still, 200 years? Once again, if he's cryogenically frozen, 200 years is irrelevant. 200 years, huh? And then there's Samuel T. Owen Sato. Where was fucking Shinya Nakamura? Where the fuck did he end up? I always expected him to come back like Yuta, but it seemed like that entire story was almost irrelevant. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you very much. Alright, what do we got here? See? So her brother was working with the police. It's amazing. Alright, it's the mom and the... Yeah. Why do you care so much about that kind of chatter? I don't. Opinions like theirs aren't grounded in anything. The slightest influence can change their minds. Phew, that took forever, all those tests. I wonder what Kay's doing right now. So she's actually... Wait, she's out of the hospital? She's going home? Who knows? You really don't care, do you? We don't even know where he is. I mean, well, I imagine he's alive at least. I mean, Jesus Christ. You're such a shitty mother. And then there he is. Let me guess, with Nakano? Nagai! Looks over. You going? Not gonna say goodbye? I did, to the CEO and them. Since they let me lay low here for a while. And me? They didn't care at all that I'm a demi-human. That's just who they are. Also stuck calling me Nagai. I have a new name as of today. You got one too, right? Yeah, but I don't think I need to use it for a while. I know what Mr. Tosaki told us, but he'd prepared new identities for everyone involved in the operation from the start. He was an amazing person. Yeah. Tosaki was pretty cool. Well, I should get going. A lot went down, huh? Now that you have this new name, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? I'm going to become a doctor. What else? I mean, yeah, he always said he's going to be a doctor. What? After everything that's happened, you still... and he's just like he's stunted. Like, just can't... you know what? You really are Kei Nagai after all. What are you talking about? Goes forward. Nakano's watching him leave. Watching him, and then boom. Oh, and there's Shinomura and Tanaka just walking down the road. And then, alright, so we're doing all the shoutouts. There's Ogura in the smoking area. There's Kato walking away. There's, of course, the family. Oh, he's got a little girl. That's sweet. The firefighter. There's Minami. And then Nagai. Someday, we should all meet up again. Stops, turns around. I'll pass. Yeah, sounds like him. Sounds like him. End of... What? Oh. What? Oh, that's so fucking stupid. What? I'll pass. Cool moment. Slam. That time, he's going to be isekai'd into that time I got run over by a truck. Holy fuck. God damn it. Now I've done it. Who was that? It's Nagai. The first thing. Everyone learns not to cross here because it's hard to see from a truck. And the guy... Oh, okay. Hey, Nakano, quit slacking. Coming. We're heading to the site. See ya, Nagai. Damn. So that guy thinks he's killed someone and he's gonna live with. You know what? That's shitty. He thinks he's gonna live with that for the rest of his life. Meanwhile, he's a Demi and he's fine. So and off we go. And shit, that hurt. Was I not supposed to cross that road? Shit. Well, whatever. I'm only getting started. Let's go. And that is the official end of the series, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So yeah. Ajin, good fucking series. Good fucking series. All right, let's catch up to the chat. I'm sure there's stuff to talk about. Let's see. Miss said, "All right, let's see. I find there to be a nice irony to Sato being defeated in such a simple way after all the insane shit that he did and how complicated all the previous plans were. There is a nice simplicity in that. That's true." Miss said, "We don't know. Seems like he's still in jail." Yeah, I guess so. Miss said, "And one last accurate statement on how society responds to terrible things happening." Yep. Very much so. Not even just Japanese society, but our society as a whole. Human society. Miss said, "Like Sato is the biggest mass murder in history, but after like a week, it's over. We just move on to other things." Yeah. Jessica said, "Izumi and Tanaka are just really good pals." Totally. Nah, they fucking. Miss said, "Easiest way to show time has passed. Haircuts, apparently." It's always haircuts. It's always haircuts. Just said, "Griever has truly entered back in my day mode." I mean, back in my day, things were better back in my day. I'm still saying. Justice said, "It's as the old ones would say, totally on." Totally, said Miss. All right. You guys done making fun of me already? I'm an old fucking man, okay? Justice said, "Sup, Jesse Pinkman?" Indeed. Miss said, "The idea that he's kind of moved on to an extent and can live his life without just waiting to die." Yeah, suppose. Justice said, "I don't get it either. MIR. Why is he smoking Japanese cigarettes?" I guess he's moved on and can live his life without just waiting to die. I mean, like, but his whole thing, I don't know. That one kind of fell off a little bit, but Justice said, "But it's also a really cute moment between husband and wife." It's an awesome moment. Like, that's exactly what you need. Miss said, "Of course America would try to preserve and weaponize Sato." Yeah. Of course they would. America is the best worst country. Just said, Ajin Yuta seems to just leave the country because, why would he stay? I mean, fair point, but, like, could we get confirmation of that? Like, he's the reason that India is all like, "Oh my god, we revere him as a god," sort of idea. We just needed a quick mention of the man, you know what I mean? Like, why give us all that information and talk about the 001 incident and all this stuff, the starter of floods and this, that, and the other thing? We get very little payoff with him as a character. That's weird, you know? We never know what happened to him. And I think that's kind of weird. I think they should have acknowledged it. Miss said, "Shinya did the smart thing and fled to a country to live under the radar like a normal person." Could we at least... Well, if that was told to me, I'd be happy. But, I mean, we're assuming that, and that's fine to a degree, but, like, then why dedicate a whole chapter to the man? You know, if it's not going to be relevant, because it wasn't really relevant. Like, you could have read the whole series without that and been fine. Miss said, "The one shot of his story was included so that it could be context for floods and why they were always so worried about using force against Demis." I mean, I never really thought about excessive... They used force against Demis all the time regardless anyways. So it's like, I don't know. This is what it is. Joseph said, "And then the truck comes out of nowhere." Yeah, that was fucking out of nowhere. Like, what a way to end the series. He got hit by a fucking semi. Miss said, "All because he stopped to be an asshole." I mean, that true to form, true to his character, he stopped to be a fucking prick, and then slam, baby. Just said one last come out of nowhere moment to end the series. I mean, you gotta end the series on a high note. But yeah, I will say that these were some of the best chapters and best double spreads of the entire series. So the last stretch of Ajin Demi-Human was a treat. It really was. It was quite a good series overall. Solid 7, at least. It was really good. The art was good. It only got better over time. I've only got positive things to say about this. So, I mean, there's some minor, nitpicks like with any series, but nothing major. Like once again, the Shinya Nakamura incident. We should have seen, to give us an entire chapter on the man. Maybe he could have been relevant in some way. Or they could have at least closed off his story in some way. Because that feels open-ended. Like, is he living as a god in India right now? I have no idea. And I think if you're going to spend time showing me a character and continuously throughout an entire series bring up the Shinya Nakamura incident, maybe we fucking actually conclude Shinya Nakamura, right? It would sort of be like if Jujutsu Kaisen never showcased Yuta and then ended the series. Yuta was just, we assume he's off in Africa and just never came back to Japan in time for the fight, Like, I don't know about that one. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, I really like that. I really like that series. That was a good series. Good recommendation. Now, I can honestly say, after almost a 4-hour stream, that I was going to open up the VC for a little bit, but I think I'm done now. It's been almost 4 hours, and I am getting a little tired. Just of staring at screens, honestly. So, yeah. So I think we're good. Any last minute things? Can't really think of any. As I said, I was gonna spend my time responding to all the Jujutsu Kaisen shit, but I think honestly, I think I'm gonna do that, not live, but I think I'm going to. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just do a live stream tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon, and fucking. I'm definitely gonna make a video out of it now because I just think it's funny. I think I'm definitely going to go through each comment and respond to them in real time as I talk about why I'm responding certain ways. I think that'll just be fun. It'll be humorous at least. Miss said, well, that was a fun time. I thought so. And Miss said, until the next series, whatever that'll be. Yeah, I got 2 requests so far for Fruits Basket to be in the next one, but we'll wait and see. I mean, I could definitely get my teeth into a shoujo series. I like shoujo series. So we'll wait and see which one it'll be. But yeah, so anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Thank you to everyone who's been in the chat for all 8 streams. I had a great time. Very good series. Enjoyed it heavily. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys back here. Once again, next Friday we'll probably be taking a break. We might still stream, as always. We might still stream something, but we definitely won't be doing a read-through stream. I usually take a break in between series, sort of, sigh of relief sort of idea once something's read through, and then we'll jump into something else. I don't know what yet. As I said, Fruits Basket was recommended twice now. I did read the series years ago. I never finished it, though, so might be good to refresh my memory and continue. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for the 4 likes. And this has been Griever, your host with the most as always. And like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for all my other content, whether it's loved like these streams are, or not loved like apparently Jujutsu Kaisen reactions. Don't know what I did so wrong. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. See you back here next time. Sayonara.